Good afternoon and welcome to Alphons Stadium on the campus of the University of Maine. This is Maine Black Bear Football. Today, the first meeting between the Black Bears and the North Carolina A&T Aggies. Welcome to the pregame show presented by Hammond Lumber Company, a fourth-generation family-owned company with 34 locations and over 1,200 employees across Maine and New Hampshire. For more information, stop in or visit them online at hammondlumber.com. From the Twin City Tire and Service broadcast booth, Jim Churchill alongside former Black Bear Jack Webb. And Jack, the Maine offense looking to get things going here sooner rather than later, and they may have just the right opponent here this afternoon for Carter Peavy.
First off, Jim, great to be with you. Good to be back up here in the booth, and this is a Maine offense that has just struggled. I mean, there's no really other way to put it. They're averaging 288 yards of offense per game, but like you said, they're playing a North Carolina A&T team that just gave up 745 yards of total offense in their last outing. If there's a game to get back on track for this Maine offense, it's today.
All right, let's turn our attention to the two quarterbacks in this ball game. Mentioned Carter Peavy. Our player spotlight brought to you by Oakhurst Dairy. Kindness, goodness, Maineness. Learn more at oakhurstdairy.com. And here are the numbers for the two quarterbacks. Kevin White just getting back into the quarterback position for the Aggies last week.
Yeah, he had a good showing last week in his first start. And, Jim, we're going to talk about it throughout the game. This has been a quarterback room for the Aggies just riddled with injury. And as for the quarterback, Carter Peavy of the Maine Black Bears, this is a guy who threw for 2,400 yards, averaging over 200 yards a game in the air last year. It's like night and day this year compared to last year, so they certainly need him to get going this afternoon.
Jack, let's sneak in the keys to the game. They're presented by Quirk Hyundai. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit QuirkHyundaiofBangor.com today.
Very similar keys to last game. The first one being start fast. That's a key for every ball game, but especially for this Black Bear team. They've been doing a very good job of that on the defensive side of the ball. You want to see it done on offense. And then, we just said it with Carter Peavy, you have to pass the ball. Only just above 400 yards total through 4 games so far this year. If you want to win football games in Division I football, you have to be able to air it out and then play a full 60. This is a Black Bear team who has let it slip through their fingers multiple games now, late in the third quarter, in fourth quarter. So you got to be able to put it all together to come up with a win.
Andrew Brown, the kickoff, and it's received by Trevin Ewing around the 6-yard line, and maybe one of the worst returns in Trevin's career as he stumbled and fell.
Very unusual for Trevin right there. Not exactly how you start fast, Jim. Hopefully this Maine offense can respond after that mishap.
1st and 10 for the Black Bears from the 13-yard line. Time now for the Uniform Report presented by UniFirst, proud supplier of uniforms to the University of Maine and businesses throughout the state for over 50 years. Jack, I'll let you describe the Maine uniform.
Just a beautiful Columbia blue down there on the bottom with the navy blue top. Some people with mixed feelings about this combo, Jim. How do you feel about it? I personally like it. I like the touch of blue.
Anytime you see the Columbia blue, you can't go wrong. Black Bears working the right side and not much there against that defensive line from the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. Again, the first meeting between these two programs. First year of football for NCA&T back in 1922. University founded in 1891. And we got a complete pass here by the Black Bears, but for very little. After losing 4 yards on the first down play, the Black Bears get some back. Pardon me, after no gain on that first down play, Black Bears pick up about 6 on that second down play.
Already with a crucial third and medium here on the first set of downs of the ball game. Empty formation. Peavy going to have to pass.
Peavy across the middle, and the pass is caught, and it's going to be Scott Woods, the transfer from Harvard, and that's good for first down yardage.
And that's exactly what you want to see from this Maine offense on this first drive of the game. Give Carter Peavy some easy completions there, hitting Woods for the first down, build that confidence back up, especially the last time we were in this booth in the Stonehill game. Peavy just looked uneasy, not confident, not trusting his reads or his arm or even his receivers. Like to see a conversion right there. That must feel good for that Maine offense.
Quick hitter there to Woods, secured the football well. New set of downs here for the Black Bears. They go to Sincere Baines, and he bangs his way for a few. up to the 24-yard line. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Black Bears.
Baines, the Division II transfer, has been a great surprise for this Black Bear team. Just a great speed weapon there in the backfield, but can get physical when he needs to.
Maine coming off a 45-17 loss at Georgia Southern to fall to 0-4. A&T comes in with a mark of 1-3, picked up a win over Hampton, a conference win a couple of weeks ago. Pass is complete. Again, it's going to be Woods. That combination working well early here for Maine, and they'll move the chains once again.
Again, Jim, another one. Get Peavy out on the move where he likes to be. Get Woods going over across the middle. Sorry, to the outside, sorry. Great way to get a foot in there by Woods.
It would appear the Black Bears trying to establish that passing game. Another completion. Good for about 8 yards. And this is Mo Irrifin with a catch on that pass from Carter Peavy.
You knew it would be a point of emphasis, but it's great right now to see it being actually executed, right? It's so easy to say, you know, let's get some quick completions. Let's build that confidence up. But until it's executed, you still don't know. You know what I mean? So it's great to see the Black Bears cash in a couple easy ones here. And you never know, maybe that could set up a big one here if they get to 3rd down. Or 2nd and short. You could always take the shot on 2nd and short.
Maine's passing game last in the CAA, 14th, averaging 115 yards per game. Black Bears go back to the ground game. It's going to be Baines. And as he plows forward, maybe a little shy of the line of gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 here for Maine. And for a team trying to establish some momentum on the offensive side of the football, 3rd and 1 near midfield. This is a big play for the Black Bears.
Absolutely. And I think with the way they've been running the ball all season long, I would be surprised if this is a pass. But you've got those easy completions being made so far right now. See if they'll test their quarterback early.
Peavy with Baines behind him. That's Irrifin in motion. Going to go to Sincere, and he's got a gaping hole, and he may take it all the way. 51 yards, and the Black Bears strike first. 6-0 Maine on the Baines burst.
That is how you start fast right there, Jim. We talked about the speed Sincere Baines has, but that was a wide open gaping hole by that offensive line and tight end unit. Watch this. Washing him down. Cucchiera getting the block to seal it off, and Baines is off to the races. What a job there by the Maine offense. What an opening drive.
87 yards on that opening drive.
That was pretty, Jim. That was pretty right there. As a
Just
former
what the
offensive
doctor
lineman,
ordered.
I can appreciate that.
Sam Tremblay on, redshirt freshman for the extra point. And he's got it. And that ups the Maine lead to 7. 7-0. Just over a minute into this first quarter. Still 10:54 left to go in quarter number 1, and the Black Bears have the 7-0 lead.
It's exactly what you needed, right, for this Maine offense.
All right, and we're going to take a break here with a break in the action after that Maine score. 7-0 Bears, 10:54 left in the first quarter. This is Maine football from Van Wagner.
Sorry about that. I didn't see that.
It's all right. Back here at Alphon Stadium, Jim Churchill and Jack Webb. Beautiful day for football here this afternoon. Early in the fall of 2025. Short kick here by Bryson. It's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line, but good coverage there by the Maine coverage team. And just about a 5-yard return there for North Carolina A&T. Time now for today's starting lineups, presented by Martin Surplus and Salvage with 13 locations throughout Maine. You'll never have to say, I should have bought it when I saw it at Martin's. How does that Maine defense look, Jack?
Defensive end, we've got Chris Bacon and Takai Chisholm at defensive tackles. We've got Elias Sherman and Jaden Lee at the linebacker spot. Sherrod Hudson, number 38, and their big dog, 11, Chris Thomas. He's been one of the best players in the FCS so far this season at corner. Jamari Gibson and Vincent Nowatch, and then at strong safety, Jake Kuchera, and then Devin Vaught at free safety.
All right, pass is incomplete. As A&T comes right out of the gate. Kevin White, Jr., redshirt sophomore, their quarterback, 6 feet, 180. White last week in the defeat, 62-20 to North Carolina Central. He was 10 for 16, 232 yards, had 1 touchdown and 1 interception. 2nd and 10, White is going to run it himself. He's got 5 and gets slammed at the 31-yard line. And it's going to be a 6-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Aggies.
He's certainly a threat with his feet. Was talking to the Maine coaches earlier in the week, and they said they were certainly aware of his speed and athletic ability there when he gets outside of the pocket.
Aggies coached by Sean Gibbs, his first season at the helm. A&T 1-3. White back to the air on 3rd down, tucks it under, dives forward, and he's got the first down. Just beyond the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains across the way.
Tell you what, Jim, White is not shying away from contact so far early. No sliding for him. 2 head-first dives to get as many yards as he can on the carry.
Yeah.
He's clearly willing to put it on the line.
Over the last year, he's had a serious shoulder injury and a serious leg injury as well, but not showing any signs in this first possession here for the Aggies. From the shotgun, White fires right, pass is caught, and ducking out of bounds is the wideout there, Javon Dillard. He's also a redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 205, nice target.
Just like the Black Bears. They've had a struggling passing game as well. They're trying to get a couple easy completions, take some access, and build that confidence up for their young quarterback.
Sean Gibbs, the head coach for the Aggies, was with this program for 11 years as an assistant. Took a head coaching position at Fort Valley State, a Division II program. Had a good record there and was hired by North Carolina A&T. They run it on 2nd and short, and that's going to be another first down here for North Carolina A&T. Wesley Graves, grad student, 5'9", but 235.
Shades of Mike Tolbert, Jim. Big old back.
White surveying the situation.
Looking like pressure coming from the Black Bears.
Back to Graves. Graves is going to pick up about 1 on that first down play.
It's a great job filling here by this Black Bear defense. Nick Kalume fighting on the outside. Black Bears right there to limit the gain.
Second down and 9 here for the Aggies. Graves gets the call once again and backs his way into Maine territory to the Maine 48. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 here for North Carolina A&T.
That A&T offensive line doing a solid job right now, opening up some holes and wiggle room for these backs. You'd imagine they might get White on the move here. Play to his strengths on a key 3rd down early.
White looking right, nothing there. Now goes across the middle, pass is caught, and that's going to be good for another first down. So the Aggies with a good-looking drive, now working at the Maine 42.
Impressive from there from White, staying in the pocket, going through his options, gets to his third read, steps up, stays on it, delivers a strike. Great play right there from White.
Aggies, their second season in the CAA. Struggled certainly in their first season. Going 1-11, 0-8 in conference play, and the Black Bear defense all over that as White goes down for a 2-yard loss.
Jim, we teased it earlier. How about in their game against UCF, 3 injured quarterbacks for this North Carolina A&T team? I mean, you play those bye games and those FBS opponents to get some money for your program and fund some travel, maybe fund some other things. And the North Carolina A&T head coach, he did not shy away from in the post-game presser. He really questioned if it was worth it when you got 3 quarterbacks go down.
High snap on that first down play, not helping the timing. So White is sacked, and now a screen pass, and it's going to be off the fingertips of Graves, falls safely on the turf, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long now for NCA&T.
Black Bear defense sniffs it out right there. Even if he would have caught that, Latrell Couchman was right on it, ready to make the tackle.
All right, big 3rd down play here for the Aggies and the Black Bear defense. Maine leading at 7-0. 51-yard jaunt by Sincere Baines, giving the Black Bears the early lead. Aggies looking to answer, but in a tough spot here. Time for White, steps up in the pocket, double clutches, fires downfield to open territory. Nobody really there in the vicinity. And that's going to bring up 4th and 12, and the Aggies will be punting.
Decent protection from that Aggie O-line. Looked like it just sailed over. Yeah, that's a good question. It looked like it was between both his targets right there. Not quite sure who he was going for, but
yeah. Kind of felt the pressure coming there.
Black Bear defense forces a punt nonetheless.
DJ Page, the punter for the Aggies. Kick away. Angling it towards that right side. Lands at about the 12. Takes a main bounce, kicking back towards the coverage team. And the Black Bears will get it started at about the 18-yard line. Their own 18. Today's official game sponsor is Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is a local family-owned company that has been serving Maine communities for over 40 years. Proudly voted Bangor's best cleaning and restoration and best cleaning company since 2015. Another timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. This is Black Bear Football from Van Wagner.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been helping New Englanders thrive by living our You Matter More promise. We invest in Northern New England because your ideas, your well-being, and your business matter to us. Our commitment is reflected in our caring employees, innovative solutions, and investments in local communities. At Bangor Savings Bank, you are at the heart of everything we do because you matter more.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Move your car without moving at all. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
Now for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get 1.99% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Back at Alphon Stadium, Beautiful fall afternoon for football. Maine leading at 7-0 as we play here in the first quarter. 5:45 left to go. Carter Peavy back on the field. This is going to be Nick Laughlin, kid from Cape Elizabeth. Nice run there on first down, getting it across the 25. Black Bears will take that any day of the week, Jack.
And he's a tough runner, Jim. The Cape Elizabeth native plays more like he's from Sanford, just plays some bully ball. Still has speed, but he can really run physically.
Thought you might say Sacco. Jack, a former Thornton Academy football player, along with being a Black Bear.
I believe it, but if I praise Sacco for a town of toughness, Jim, I might get some flack.
Hasn't Thornton moved up to D3? Are they that good? Huge program in the southern part of the state. Jack
they certainly treat the program like it. Carter Peavy, 4 for 4 for 31 yards on that first drive. Exactly how you wanted to start this game.
Black Bears pick up the first down here. Peavy, quick drop, fires left, and the pass is caught. Complete to Evan Wallace, redshirt junior, 5'11", 195.
Great opening script here for the Black Bears, getting him going. Just some easy completions that he's confident in, and delivers a strike right there on the sideline.
Yeah, Peavy coming in, completing just about 51% of his passes, which is not what you're looking for, and a very low average as well. But gaining some confidence. Black Bears some momentum here. It's going to be Baines. He's got the first down and dragging some Aggies with him across the 45, close to midfield. And the Black Bears on the move once again.
As an offensive lineman, Jim, you love a running back like Baines because it's a game of inches. And when you give a running back even just a sliver of a hole and they still hit it, that is the best feeling as an offensive lineman. And Baines certainly making his big hogs up front happy so far.
Some yards after contact there for Sincere. Officially North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. Mentioned founded in 1891. It is the largest HBCU in the country, with enrollment over 15,000. Pass is complete to Woods. Another completion for Carter Peavy, this one for 4 yards.
8-time HBCU national champion, Jim, is A&T. Certainly a program with some pedigree as they jump up and join the CAA.
Roster for the Aggies features 48 players from North Carolina, no surprise there. 15 from Virginia, 11 from Georgia, 7 from Florida, among others. I think there's 1 New Englander on the team from Rhode Island. 2:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Black Bears on the march once again, already leading by 7. PV faked the handoff. A little hesitation there, but dove between a couple of defenders.
And we have focused a lot on Peavy's arm this game, but don't be surprised when they get him involved in the run game. Really, when he's found success this season, it's been with his legs, with a couple long scrambles against Georgia Southern last week and against Liberty against William and Mary in their second game of the season. He had a 50-plus yard run for a touchdown there.
Jack mentioned earlier this Aggie defense giving up 745 total yards last week to North Carolina Central. Give you some other numbers here in just a second. They go to Laughlin, and he is swarmed under, shy of the 45-yard line of the Aggies.
Offense staying on here for the Black Bears.
It's going to be 4th and about 2.5.
Peavy with a noticeable limp there.
Laughlin is going to be the running back. 3 receivers to the right. Mo Irifin all by himself on the left side. Now Woods will join him, along with Elijah Smalls. Laughlin out of the backfield, under pressure. Peavy retreating. Peavy lofting one downfield, and he's got a receiver open. And the pass is caught. And the Black Bears keep the drive going. Number 89.
Jim, at this point with the Maine offense, you take those completions. That one felt like it was floating forever. And then you see Gianni Rosito just sitting there waiting for it like it was a punt as it falls right in his hands. Great scramble drill there from Rosito and Peavy to connect.
That pass had some hang time, but Rosito found the open space. So as we had hoped, Maine offense looking better here against this Aggie defense. Oh, wide open and trying to get into the end zone, but coming up short. That is going to be Woods again. He and Peavy definitely on the same page here this afternoon.
A great job by Mo Arifin blocking on the outside. Watch him, number 4. He's what allows this play to get some extra yards for Woods. Look at that strain right there. You love to see that from a wide receiver. He will be repaid with the ball later on this game, I promise you.
This is.
And that is going to do it for the first quarter of action. Good start for the Black Bears here this afternoon, trying to pick up their first victory of the season. They lead it 7-0 and threatening at the 1-yard line. We'll be right back with second quarter action. This is Maine football from Van Wagner. Fawn Stadium here on the campus of the University of Maine. Black Bears threatening for their second touchdown of the afternoon, already leading 7-0. First and goal here for Maine from the 1-yard line. Carter Peavy has this offense clicking here this afternoon, at least through the first quarter, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely, Jim, and that was a crucial play there. Get down to the goal line, see if they can punch it in.
Snap to Peavy, give to Laughlin. Little sidestep move there, but denied. May have lost a yard on that play. Indeed, he did.
Great job by the interior of that Aggie defense, just blowing it up. Laughlin tries to make a jump cut, just nowhere to go.
Excellent job there by the Aggie defense.
It's like it's a Monte Jones getting in there. Getting right in Laughlin's grill.
Second and goal from the 2. Again, it's Laughlin. They go back to him, and again, he is stopped. Well shy of the goal line. He's down to about the 2 again, so no gain on that second down play. Scott Woods back into the ball game. Stay tuned at the half for the Bangor Savings Bank halftime show. At Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. We're here to support your goals, your journey, and what matters most to you. Visit Bangor.com or stop by to experience banking with heart. Bangor Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tim Alderman getting in there for the tackle for loss for the Aggies last play.
Empty backfield. PV looks right now, tucks it under, going for the goal line, gets inside the pylon. Black Bears, their second touchdown of the afternoon. Carter Peavy taking it into the end zone. It's 13-0 Black Bears.
As he takes a spill there, we talked about it, Jim. As much focus we put on his arm, where he's been having success is with his legs. Great block there. We didn't get to number.
I think it might have been Laughlin.
Might have been Laughlin. That made the difference, though, in that PV touchdown. Great job by him navigating a little traffic outside there, getting in for the tud.
All right, Sam Tremblay on for the extra point. Snap is good, ball down, kick up, and it's through the uprights. And the UMaine Black Bears, early in this second quarter, have a 14-0 lead over the visitors from North Carolina A&T.
And it was one of our keys. You wanted them to start fast. That's exactly what they've done here in the beginning of this ball game. And it goes back to that fourth down conversion, PV to Rizito, right, Jim? It hung in the air. We weren't sure about it, but all that matters, it was a completion. And I like the aggressiveness from that Maine Black Bear offense and offensive coordinator, Mikhail Waters, saying that we need this game offensively, right? When push comes to shove, the time is right here, right now to get it going. And I like him trusting his guys to stay out there and get the first down, and that led to the touchdown.
I mentioned I would have some additional numbers on this Aggie defense, actually some rankings. Overall defense, they are 110 of 126. Rushing defense, Maine using the pass to their benefit here today, but rushing defense 123 of 126 at the Division I level.
And with a lead like this now, early on, you might see Maine go back and lean on that rushing attack. But again, we have stated many times now that this Maine offense does need some confidence in the pass category, so they might just keep trying to air it out.
All right, short kick once again. Return back to about the 35 here for NCA&T.
Great job there by Malcolm Folk on the kickoff unit. Staying in his lane. Veers a little bit to the right when he sees the hole opening. Makes a great adjustment.
Taking the hit. Let's go. Black Bears IPA from Orono Brewing Company is the official beer of Black Bear Nation. Fill your steins with pride because a portion of all sales gets donated to UMaine Athletics. Big day for beer here at Alphonse Stadium.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about that in a second. In the flat, and good pursuit there by the Black Bears.
Big day for beer here, Jim.
Number 44, Jake Hall, graduate linebacker, forcing the Aggie out of play. Yes, this is the beginning of beer in the stands. Now, I've been looking for beer vendors in the stands. I haven't spotted any yet.
Maybe down below. Maybe got to get it over there in the beer garden. Great day for Black Bear fans, though.
White across the middle. Pass is complete. And a tackle broken. Now a race to the goal line. Who's going to win it? It is not going to be the Aggies. As thrust out of bounds there is number 88, Elijah Kennedy. Redshirt junior, wide out, 5'11", 180. But a big-time play there for NCA&T.
And a great response there from the Aggies. White, a little bit of traffic in front of him, delivers a great ball to hit Kennedy in stride. And just like that, this Aggie offense responds, and they're looking to get on the board themselves.
Malcolm Folk with the pursuit did not give up on that play. Ball at the 3-yard line of the Black Bears. It'll be first and goal for the visitors. White, the handoff, and no gain on that first and goal play. Carry there by number 1 in white. That is J.T. Smith. Today's broadcast brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, the official replacement window and door company of the Maine Black Bears. Chris White goes to Graves, and he is in for 6. Busting through the right side of the line. Aggies are on the board. It's now 14-6 Black Bears.
The big fella on the goal line. Now this is a guy who's going to break through some arm tackles. You're going to have to get a body in front of him. He just runs right through the arm of, it looks like, Latrell Couchman there. Gets into the end zone to get the Aggies on the board.
Low center of gravity and tree trunks for legs, 5'9", 235. So the Aggies respond with 6 of their own. Andrew Brown on for the extra. And he drills it. And it's now 14-7 Maine.
And, Jim, this is a game that I've got on the Maine offense. I think, obviously, you have to play complementary football to win a ball game. But your defense has performed for you now for 4 straight games. I think this one, the Maine offense shouldn't even let that bother them. They should be thinking points right here, and points every single time they touch the field against this defense. And just with how they've been struggling, I think they have to put it on their shoulders today. No matter how many points the Aggies score, we're going to score more. That has to be their mindset today.
Yeah, to sum up the season through 4 games, I think you would have to say the Maine defense has held their own. The Maine offense has struggled mightily.
I couldn't agree more with you, Jim. And specifically that Stonehill game, Stonehill loss that we were on hand for, that Maine defense gave you pretty much every reason to win that ball game besides a 4th and 23 prayer from the football gods, you know, that Stonehill completed to eventually win the game there at the end of the 4th quarter.
Today's game here in Orono, brought to you by the Maine Dairy and Nutrition Council. Nutrition from your neighbor's farm to your family's table. Learn why you should choose Maine Dairy at drinkmainmilk.org. All right, Brown to kick it off here. Laughlin and Ewing back deep for the Black Bears. Not much of a breeze here today. What breeze there is in the face of Brown. Ewing fields it near the 6-yard line. Veers left, now straight up the middle of the field. Has some blockers in front. Gets to the near sideline. Laughlin again providing some interference. Now Ewing cuts it back. He is hit from behind. But that is the Trevin Ewing that we have come to know and love.
Something my dad always told me as a kid. He would always scream at the TV, Jim, he's got a convoy. And that's exactly what Trevin Ewing had here at the end of this play. Great vision to get up the alley. Now look at Nick Laughlin on his horse, getting around Declan McKevitt. We got to get on your horse there, Declan, yourself, right? But what an effort by Laughlin, and what a return for this Maine Black Bear team.
Now, we mentioned on the opening kickoff of the ball game, maybe one of the worst, if not the worst, return by Trevin Ewing as he muffed it briefly, then stumbled, went down to the turf. Black Bears starting that drive at the 13, but that's not his best, but certainly one of probably the top 10 for Trevin.
Making up for it right there.
Peavy goes to Sincere Baines, moving east to west, gets to the sideline, and out of bounds at about the 7. What a 5-yard pickup there for Sincere.
Trevin Ewing, a preseason all-conference honorable mention at the kickoff return spot, showing you right there why. When he gets a full head of steam, gets the stride going, it's hard to slow him down.
Yeah, he sees the field so well. Finds those seams and with his speed takes advantage. All right, 2nd down and 5 from the 7 for Maine. Laughlin, blockers in front, trying to get to the edge, and sliding down the line there defensively. The Aggies will quell that attempt at about the 5. So it's going to be 3rd down and a couple here for the Black Bears from the 5-yard line. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com.
Great job by Cam Maddox there, making the tackle, forcing Laughlin to stretch it, doing it himself on the outside.
Irfin on the move. Baines gets the handoff. Sincere busting it to the left side. We got a flag down. Baines in the end zone, but that one may come back. And it is going to go against the Black Bears, so take the 6 points off the board.
Holding. Offense, number 58. 10-yard penalty.
And that's going to cost the Black Bears 10 yards with the hold.
Sophomore out of Canada, Noah Stanley there. He's been working in a guard over the past couple games.
Good caught.
Costing the Black Bears a touchdown. Sincere Baines showing off the speed. Let's see it here. There was some contact from the side behind. Didn't see a ton of grabbing, but I don't think we had a great angle at that one, Jim.
Sincere was pumped, but not aware of the flag at that point. He's back to the right of Peavy. Carter claps the hands, fakes the handoff to Sincere, steps up in the pocket, pressure coming, and Peavy will be dropped. Main quarterback sacked, and the Black Bears are headed in the wrong direction here.
Great job there by Tim Alderman, forcing Peavy to step up as he comes around the outside. Gets right back in there for the sack.
Tremblay out for the field goal attempt. It's going to be a 35-yard attempt. Kick is up. More of a line drive, but it's true. And the Black Bears tack on 3 more after the field goal by Sam Tremblay. 17-7 our score with 9:08 left to go in the first half. We'll step aside. This is Maine Black Bear football from Van Wagner. Welcome back to Alphon Stadium. Some of the fans in attendance enjoying the great weather. I believe most of them would be Black Bear fans and enjoying the scoreboard as well. Maine leading it 17-7 over North Carolina A&T. First meeting between these two programs. Black Bears with the upper hand with 9:08 left to go in the first half.
Always love seeing the youth teams in the stands, Jim. Maybe inspire some future local Black Bears.
There you go. Kick down to the 5. And the return out to about the 20-yard line, maybe just across the 20-yard line.
And that was a big drive for you. It didn't result in a touchdown, even when it should have, getting down there close to the goal line. But for this Maine offense, it's about putting points on the board. Obviously, you hate to see a touchdown taken off the board with that holding call. But still getting 3 nonetheless, and that is what is important at this stage of the game. for the Maine offense.
Thomas Brown with the return there for the Aggies. They get the football back, down by 10. Here's a quick fire over the middle. Pass is complete. And it's going to result in a first down here for the Aggies. Making the catch is Amonte Harris. Redshirt junior, wide receiver, 6 feet, 170.
White just fires it in there. He's impressed so far with his arm. Making some confident throws with some power behind him, hitting receivers in stride.
Now a flag comes flying in.
There's a flag down on the play.
False start here. It's going to go against the Aggies.
Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's the worst, Jim. There's that split second you pray. Maybe nobody saw, but usually you get caught.
North Carolina A&T for the 35.
White, quick drop, and threaded the needle there. Pass is complete. Ball comes free. Was he down? We're going to say yes, I believe. Or was it an incomplete
The ruling on the
pass?
field is a forward fumble out of bounds.
Puts it
Second
right
down.
over the hand of Noah Carpenter.
Wow.
What a throw, what a catch.
Precision passing there by White. And a fine catch there by Anthony Rucker, tight end for the Aggies. Graves in the backfield along with the quarterback.
Maine secondary scrambling to communicate here.
Graves gets the call, and he gets tripped up just as he hit the 45-yard line, falls forward for another yard. 3-yard pickup there for Wesley Graves.
That's a big fella running right at you with a head of steam, I'll tell you what.
Third down and 4 for the Aggies. Braden Isaiah, defensive back, with the tackle there for the Black Bears.
And he stepped up there with no fear, just threw his body in front of him. Big collision. Got him down. Big third down here.
Clock ticking, 7:10 left in the first half. Maine defense trying to rise up here on this third down play, and a sidearm pass is going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Elijah Kennedy. And the punt unit will come on here for NCA&T.
Great job by the Maine D-line. Cloud the pocket a little bit. Great coverage by Latrell Couchman. Just solid play overall there from the Maine defense to get him off the field.
Today's broadcast brought to you by University Credit Union, where Black Bears bank, and they want to know, how do UCU? Open your UCU account today at ucumaine.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Pressure, and the punt is blocked. And the Black Bears are going to have great field position. There is a flag down. Where is the flag? We heard
Ruling
it from
on the
PA.
field.
Certainly was a block.
Kick, recovered by the
could have
defense.
tackled him. Almost got
First
there
down
right on
Maine.
time.
PA announcer said a flag down, but I don't see one.
And that is a game breaker for this Maine special teams unit. You talk about game breakers. Big plays on defense, big plays on offense. What's also forgotten is how special teams can change the game, puts Maine in plus territory, and this Maine offense has put points on the board every drive. They're looking to do it again right here. What a job there. And you saw him creeping up, Jim, right before the play. You saw him creeping up, trying to time up that snap count. You knew they were coming with something. They get in there to block the punt.
Black Bears have had some impact, explosive plays here today. 51-yard touchdown run by Baines. Fourth down completion. Here's a pass to Woods, and that one is snuck in there. Scott making the catch right around the 15-yard line. Good concentration by him. So he had to be aware of that sideline, and
Jim,
good coverage there by the Aggies.
This is where those small completions pay off. They give you the confidence to go make this throw. And then again, the Harvard transfer, Scott Woods, has been making some excellent catches here on the sideline. Does it look like they might be taking a review?
The catch is under further review.
All right, they are going to take a review here. of that last catch by Scott Woods.
This official review is brought to you
Woods transferring to UMaine from Harvard, and he has been key to this Maine offense. Even with the troubling numbers for UMaine, Woods has been a productive wide receiver for Carter Peavy. Take another look at it here. Peavy steps into the throw. Looked like he got the foot down.
As long as he caught it, Jim, I think he's got a foot down and bounds there well before he falls out of bounds.
Buy official fan gear at the official fan shop of the Maine Black Bears. Bear Necessities fan shop. Take another look at the replay here first. Better angle. Oh, he's in there.
Yeah, it's a catch.
Again, buy official fan gear at the official fan shop of the Black Bears. Bear Necessities fan shop, open 24/7 at goblackbears.com/shop. That's goblackbears.com/shop.
This should be a fairly quick one, Jim. Looked like he had full possession, plenty of time with the leg in there.
Today's broadcast from the University of Maine also brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A. Visit your Chick-fil-A location in Bangor today. So an official timeout here.
And it was a quick
We'll take another look at the
After further
replay.
review, the ruling on the field is upheld. It is a completed pass. First down.
All right, the ruling on the field of a completed pass is upheld. And the Black Bears knocking on the door once again. 1st and 10 from the A&T 15-yard line.
Love the choice to take a shot after the block punt. Football, momentum in football can really come like an avalanche, Jim. Once it starts rolling, it can really start kicking on. They take advantage of it right there with a shot play as they look to get in the end zone yet again.
All right, Black Bears keep it on the ground, and they're going to get 6 more. What a run there by number 24 in a Maine Black Bear uniform. Rashawn Marshall, sophomore running back, takes it to the house.
All this talk
94
about
of the
Laughlin
defense
and
lost his
Baines.
helmet. He must sit out one play. The result of the play is a touchdown.
All right, it is indeed a touchdown for the Black Bears, and they now lead it 23-7.
Not quite sure what that was with the referees right there, but all this talk about Laughlin and Baines, Marshall says, do not forget about me. A couple great cuts there from the guy they call Shady as he finds his way into the end zone, and this Maine offense keeps rolling.
And Black Bears are going to turn it over now. The Aggies can run this back for a couple of points.
And that's 2.
And they will.
Well, all right.
That quiets the crowd a little bit after all the excitement with Maine's 3rd touchdown.
Noah Carpenter there, number 14 for the Black Bears. Former Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Maine, the sophomore. And that right there, Jim, is what we call a young guy mistake. The former quarterback looking to make a play with a dead ball in the 2-point conversion. That's one you'd love to see him just eat and accept the failed 2-point try. But instead, the Aggies turn into 2 points. They're going to get the ball back here.
Trey Mitten. And there's Jordan Stevens, UMaine football coach. Can't be happy with that effort. But he'll take the 14-point lead right now for the Black Bears. 4th season for Coach Stevens. Taking over the program first 2 years, 2-9 records. Last year, Black Bears finished up at 5-7. Obviously 0-4 this season. Black Bears trying to break a 6-game losing streak, Jack, going back to last year. And in fact, they have lost 8 of their last 9. Oklahoma was mixed in there. But yeah, Black Bears need to get one in the win column here today.
Certainly do, and they had it rolling in the middle of the season last year, and I think that's the mindset they took with how successful they were in the middle of the season last year. I think they saw what the season was. They took that 4 games, put it behind them, and all the talk this week was we still have 2/3 of our season to go. A lot can change, and they certainly have adopted that mindset early on here today.
All right, another solid return here by Elijah Kennedy. He's been doing his job today in that return game for North Carolina A&T.
Another great job there by Folk on special teams, coming up big, making the returners read just a little blurry, forcing him to second guess himself and allowing enough time for his teammates to rally to the football. That is what we call a learning lesson for Carpenter right there, Jim, on that two-point try, the former QB.
Chris White back in there. Hand off to JT Smith, excuse me. Smith carries it up to the 44-yard line of the Aggies.
The edge was not set there as Kalume goes inside. You got 2 in a gap. Frees up Smith, just run right around the corner. Great tackle, though, by the Black Bear defense to limit the gain.
23-9 Maine.
Jadarius Steele on the tackle.
And that's going to be another first down here for NCA&T. Again, it's JT Smith with a carry. If you're buying or selling a home, call the official home team of the Black Bears, Berkshire Hathaway, the Emily Ellis team, and CMG Financial. These all-stars have you covered for all of your real estate needs, and they make a donation to UMaine Athletics with every sale. Tell them Bananas sent you.
First time we've seen the back Smith really involved here today. Impressive athletic ability in a couple of plays so far.
Aggies now in Maine territory, straight up the gut there. Solid first down gain. 6-yard pickup.
Letting Smith eat here. Big fella himself. 6 foot, 210. The redshirt junior.
The last thing Coach Stevens and the Black Bears want here is a late score by the visitors from North Carolina. 4:20 left to go in the half. White rolling to his left, and a couple of fakes there, holding the football out like a loaf of bread. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to result in a loss.
Great job there by everyone on the defense, just doing their job. Nowhere to go running the ball, nowhere to go passing the ball. Great execution.
Third down and 7 now for the Aggies. Clock ticking, under 4 minutes now.
Black Bears showing 2 mugged backers. They both drop.
Pressure coming. Thomas is there. Can't get a hand on White. Now he fires it up for his receiver, and great coverage there by the Black Bears. Getting the hand in is Braden Isaiah. He's been involved in a couple big plays here today by the Black Bears, none bigger than that one.
Great coverage there from Isaiah, right on his hip. Whenever you see a quarterback get out of the pocket like that, sometimes defensive backs will get their eyes in the backfield and they'll lose the man behind him. Isaiah's right on his hip the whole time, makes a great play on the ball. Great effort there from 21.
Good ups there by Isaiah. All right, now 4th down and 7, and the Aggies will be forced to punt once again. So the Black Bears will get another shot at it.
Went after it again.
Black Bears didn't get that one. And fair catch called for by Scott Woods, and the Maine offense will take over. You can get an inside look at Black Bear football and hear from Coach Stevens himself at the Black Bear Coaches Show Wednesday nights at 6 at the Sea Dog Brewing Company in Bangor. If you can't make it in person, tune in on the Black Bear Sports Network, the Black Bear Nation app, or at goblackbears.com.
Good punt there by DJ Page, the sophomore. Enough hang time to let his kickoff, his punt team get down there, force the fair catch right at the 6-yard line.
All right, Carter Peavy back out there. Sincere Baines behind him. Maine looking for a little breathing room here. Baines is going to lose a couple on that play as he finally goes down. fighting to the last second, but it's going to result in a 2-yard loss for UMaine.
Hats swarming to the ball for this Aggie defense.
See the
they
penetration.
just keep fighting over the top. Solid fit there from the Aggie D.
Good strength in those legs by Sincere, but had a few Aggies chasing him down. Second down and 12 now from Maine, deep in their own territory. Peavy looking right, and a familiar face over there in Scott Woods. Number 5 makes the catch and pushed out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
You can tell Peavy just trusting himself and his receivers a little bit more. That's a tough throw. Backed up in your own end zone, throwing across the field, delivering a good ball right in there to make it third and manageable.
Good look there at that Maine offensive line. Third and 3 for Maine. Black Bears coming in the worst in the conference in third down conversions, just 22% coming in. Of course, had a big fourth down conversion earlier in the ball game. And again, it's going to be Carter Peavy going to his favorite target.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Catch is made. We got a break in the action here. 1:58 left on the clock here in the first half. Maine 23, A&T 9. This is Black Bear football from Van Wagner. Main band preparing for a halftime show. We're nearing the end of the first half here. Just 1:58 left. Black Bear Band always puts on a great show for the fans in attendance who are enjoying the great weather we have here this afternoon in early fall and enjoying that score on the scoreboard as well. 23-9, Maine leading it. First and 10 for the Black Bears. Peavy thinking pass, looks deep downfield, has a man wide open. It's Nick Laughlin straight down the middle of the gridiron into the end zone. There's another explosive play for the Maine offense.
And you got to remember, Jim, Nick Laughlin's a guy they moved from wide receiver to running back. He has the wide receiver background. They can use him in a various number of ways as he splits the defense right down the middle. Peavy hits him in stride in a big Black Bear touchdown to just reaffirm their standing within this game.
Well beyond the defense there, Nick Laughlin, and Peavy dropping it in the bucket. Laughlin into the end zone for another UMaine touchdown. Black Bears now leading it 29-9. Tremblay on, trying to make it a 30-point first half for the Black Bears. He's got the extra point, and Maine leads it by 21 as we close in on the halftime break.
Carter Peavy's previous high this season in passing yards was 132 against Liberty in week 1. He's now at 205 just in this first half. We've been stressing how they've been getting him comfortable and growing his confidence for a reason. Clearly a point of emphasis today and being executed at a high level.
His longest completion of the season coming into this game, Jack, 20 yards.
It's a lot more than 20 right there.
20 yards in 4 games, but finds Laughlin wide open beyond the Aggie defense. And the Black Bear offense, we were hopeful against this Aggie defense, which, again, we talked about their rankings nationally. 110 overall out of 126 Division I defenses.
And I'm going to remind you this every game, Jim. It's about winning the middle 8. The last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half, when you go look at box scores, go look at how games are won and lost, that middle 8 will tell you a lot most of the time. So that's a big step forward in the right direction for the Black Bears.
Black Bears lead the middle 8 right now, 7-0. That kick goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
So the
Kicking
Aggies
team,
will
number
have
83.
decent field position to
Ball
start
placed
this
at the
drive.
35-yard line. First down, A&T.
They'll start at the 35. Today's game between the Maine Black Bears and the Aggies from North Carolina A&T, brought to you in part by Dirigo Pines, where it's not like home, it is home. Dirigo Pines makes senior living simple. Start planning your retirement today by contacting Jenna Bean to schedule a visit. Again, coming up at the half, we will have a special interview, a couple special interviews, in fact. We'll get you the highlights, some stats, and we'll check in on the scoreboard as well. Here's Wesley Graves plowing his way forward. Close to first down yardage, a couple of yards short.
See how this Aggie team can run the 2-minute drill. White's been throwing the ball well. They'll lean on him here. Some miscommunication
multiple
across the offensive
flags.
line. Looks like both tackles went.
False start against the A&T offensive line. It's going to set them back 5. Was 2nd and 2, now
Ball
it'll be
start.
2nd down and 7.
Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Those
This
will kill you,
foul
especially when you're
qualifies
trying to
for a
go fast
10-second
here in the
runoff.
2-minute drill.
Please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 19
second and
seconds.
medium.
119. The clock will start on my signal.
How many times in your career between Sacred Heart and Maine do you think you were called for a false start?
Well, Jim, that would require you to play a lot, right, to get called for a lot of them.
Okay.
So I definitely got called for a couple of them.
How about Thornton Academy?
Thornton Academy, a couple, for sure. And those ones hurt because you're supposed to be the standard, there in high school. And you just get to look at like a disappointed dad from your offensive line coach.
All right, White back to pass, going towards the Aggie sideline. A misfire there.
Missed opportunity
It's
there
going to
for
be 3rd
White.
and 8. Yeah, he was open.
He was open and heading towards the sideline. It would have been a great opportunity to stop the clock with a first down.
Kennedy, the intended receiver, will set up wide to the right this time.
Tell you what, though, Jim, we were playing
Please
Cornell
reset
one
the
time,
game clock to 1 minute, 10 seconds.
and I did get my
1-1-0.
prayer answered. I flinched. Nobody said a
Oh,
word.
wow.
No whistle, no flag. Entire
Thank
defense
you.
was pointing at me. Football gods answered the prayer.
We call the number. Do you kind of want to roll up that
Oh, my
uniform
gosh.
just
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit so
Oh, big
nobody
time.
can find you?
And you have that split second hoping no one saw, and they usually see.
White, Graves out of the backfield, makes the catch.
Woo!
And he breaks a couple of tackles there, gets across midfield. Aggies in Maine territory with 1:01 on the clock.
Big fella's got a little bit of shimmy.
He's
They're
got
looking to go fast.
the power and the moves. White, and the pass is complete to Dillard between a couple of Maine defenders. 50 seconds left to go in the first half.
Great delivery by White there. Small window to fit it in. He drives it right through.
He's been impressive
He has.
despite the large deficit for the Aggies here. 30-9 Maine. White trying to shorten that deficit down the middle of the field. A one-handed snare by Dillard, and he's got 6.
What a catch. No bobble, catches it firm with one hand.
Take another look. Look at the confidence in this throw by White, the redshirt sophomore. Dillard
the fingertips.
Up, and just snares that one.
And that is a massive play for this Aggie team.
Now it's 7-6 Maine in the middle 8, pending an extra point attempt here. Officials discussing the potential penalty here.
Got to be something after the whistle, right?
While they're talking, I will talk as well. Today's game brought to you by Quirk Hyundai in Bangor. Our award-winning lineup of Hyundai cars and SUVs put your safety first with available class-exclusive features like digital key and remote smart parking.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 3, his first of the game. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Try for point.
All right, so basically taunting, unsportsmanlike conduct there for taunting. And again, Quirk Hyundai, they have those class-exclusive features like digital key and remote smart parking assist, plus America's best warranty. Visit your Quirk Hyundai in Bangor today. Brown's extra point attempt is good, but there's a flag down. And the Black Bears are saying it's going to go against North Carolina A&T.
False start. Offense, number 57.
Jim, they're lucky that will false
5-yard
start
penalty.
there
Retry.
on the A&T offense. But they're lucky that one just being enforced on the kickoff. This is a team that has shown some frustration, some unsportsmanlike contacts on tape. And when you do that, okay, in the end zone, it's going to be enforced on the kickoff, no big deal. But if you want to come back in this game, you can't afford that to happen in the middle of the field, maybe on a crucial down while your offense is driving or you're making a big defensive stop. You can't have that become a thing in this football game. That's something they definitely got to get corrected there at halftime.
Second try from 5 yards deeper is good as well. And that'll make it 30-16 Maine as we approach the halftime break. Just 42 seconds left to go here in half number 1.
We talk about that middle 8, Jim, because there's a big difference in going into a halftime locker room down 2 touchdowns versus down 3 touchdowns. The Aggies even up the score in that middle 8, and that was big for momentum, for their attitude going back into the locker room. If Maine defense would have come up with a stop, you're down 3 touchdowns, maybe heads are hanging, you don't necessarily have as much belief as you do right now, especially after that highlight reel catch was made. That gives you even just more juice as you head into the halftime locker room. Unless Maine Black Bears can put some more points on the board, only down 2 touchdowns.
Maine will get one final shot here in the first half. Laughlin and Trevin Ewing back deep for the Black Bears. Maybe they can get another return from Trevin like the last one.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here. That big return, last kickoff for this Aggie squad. And
they
they're
can't
backed up
kick it
15.
to Ewing again, can they?
No, you can't necessarily boot it through the end zone either. Backed up 15.
And barely a breeze here. Flags on the goal post. Barely moving. It's going to be Ewing receiving it at about the 17. Goes straight up the middle, gets tripped up across the 40-yard line for Trevin. And the Black Bears will have good field position with just 37 seconds left to go in half number 1. Today's game here at Alphon Stadium brought to you in part by UniFirst, proud supplier of uniforms to the University of Maine and businesses throughout the state for over 50 years.
Sorry about that, Jim. If you're going to get points on the board, this is quite the field position to start with. On the minus 40, a couple first downs could get you at least into field goal range to attempt.
2-score game right now, 30-16, Maine on top. Peavy has been very good here in this first half. Kind of built up his confidence early in the ball game. Somebody got a hand on him. Gets away from that Aggie. Now some room to run on the right side. Ducks out of bounds at about the 45. That'll be a 4-yard gain for Carter Peavy. Stops the clock at 28 seconds.
Great job by Peavy there. Anthony Liliano runs him by at right tackle. No, that's not a hold. Just running by the quarterback.
You sound so sensitive about those things, Jack.
A lot of people will point, oh, he's holding him. The defensive end is trying to dip under the tackle. He gets off balance. The tackle puts his weight on him. He goes to the ground. That's just offensive line play.
All kinds of time. He's going to fire it too. Oh, boy, that was ill-advised there by Carter Peavy. Almost picked off.
Now it looks like we may have a real hold on the inside here on the Maine Black Bears, but that was almost picked off.
Josh Isaiah
Holding.
almost picked that one
Offense,
off.
number 57, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
So a hold against Maine. Culprit is Andrew Koken.
Don't think we had a great angle to see if it was or wasn't.
Dangerous pass there by Carter Peavy.
Certainly.
All right, Maine down to 20 seconds now. 2nd down and 16 for the Black Bears. Peavy's just going to give it to Laughlin. Nick has some room on the near side. Gets around one defender and then is knocked out of bounds shy of midfield. It'll be Maine football at their own 48 with 13 seconds left.
I was about to say great job by Laughlin getting out of bounds, but Tim Alderman laying the boom there on the sideline for this Aggie defense.
Both teams with all 3 of their timeouts.
And that's a defensive end making the hustle play to pursue the football and get a lick on him.
Black Bears may have a couple plays here to get into field goal position. Going to keep it on the ground. Laughlin shuffling his way through the defense down to the 45 of North Carolina A&T, and Jordan Stevens right in the ear of the official calls the timeout. It's going to be a
Maine.
1st down for the Black
Their
Bears.
first of the half. 30
Just 8
seconds.
seconds to work with here at the tail end of the first half.
8 seconds with a timeout does give you the ability to maybe throw a medium route, get right down, and use that timeout. So I don't think points are out of the question here, but it definitely will take near perfect execution, both on getting the yards to get in field goal range and then a long kick to make it.
This timeout brought to you by the official jeweler of the Maine Black Bears, Designs by Aaron, where Maine goes to get engaged.
We'll see here if those early completions and confidence can pay off for Carter Peavy in this Maine offense. They'll certainly need him to air it out. What do you think, Jim? At least 15 here to put it in, you want to say reasonable, maybe not even reasonable, but somewhat makeable field goal range.
Yeah, 15 here would get it down
Timeout.
to the 30.
A&T, their first of the half.
Now we got a
30
timeout call
seconds.
by North Carolina A&T. Again, our timeouts brought to you by the official jeweler of the Black Bears, Designs by Aaron. Maybe in the second half, we can get our crew to get a shot of all the developments here at the athletic facilities at the University of Maine as the soccer stadium has officially opened.
We got a
for
tour
the Maine
of
Black Bears. High school teams playing there as well.
high
John
school
Betts.
teams playing there this afternoon. We got a tour of the track, the soccer complex, and the renovations to the Alphon and the Sean Walsh Center gym. And in a couple years, the University of Maine Athletic Campus is going to be a premier college facility and campus in all of New England, maybe even the entire Northeast when it's all said and done.
Without a doubt. Of course, the crown jewel will be the new basketball facility. Now Peavy under pressure, and he's going to sling it towards the right side. It's going to fall safely on the turf. And just 1 second left on the clock as the pressure came there from the Aggie defense.
Jelani King-Levert getting in there, just causing havoc in that Maine backfield, blowing up that play. Good job by this Aggie defense, preventing any points from getting on the board here. In the Aggie offense, tying that middle eight, putting a touchdown on the board with that incredible one-handed snag.
And PV takes a knee. Stand by. We'll get some comments here from the head coach for the Black Bears, Jordan Stevens, as he is hustling off the field, but I think Kyle Emerson is going to try to intercept him at some point, and he does.
Luckily, Coach, easy to find there in the white pull over top, trying to pull the Mike McDaniel, sprint off.
All right, let's take it down to field level and hear from the coach.
Thanks, Jim. Coach, it's a beautiful day for some football. What was the message in the locker room coming into today's game, and how do you think your team's executed on that so far?
Yeah, our big focus since really Monday has just been going 1-0 this week. So, we really pivoted after our first 4 games of really just focusing on one game at a time. And, I thought the guys came out focused, and we've been aggressive, and just got to finish at the half and come out here. We're looking to play a complete game.
And you got on the board early. The energy here is super, super high. What's going to be the key in the second half to keep this momentum going and hopefully put this game away?
Yeah, I think it's, understanding that we're coming out here and just starting again. It's not a finish set. We'll think finish when it gets to 2 minutes left in the game, but right now it's just like middle of the game, we got to continue to focus.
Thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Allison. Stay tuned for the Bangor Savings Bank halftime show. That's up next. This is Maine Black Bear Football from Van Wagner.
Carhartt, clothing that works as hard as you do. We've got it. Miller's Workshop, for brands that work.
We produce potatoes for companies all over the United States. It's not just putting the plain potato in a bag, There's a lot to it. Got a lot of machinery running, so we use quite a bit of power. We definitely rely on it. Business like this, local, helping the farmers, buying their product and making something out of it. I take a lot of pride in that for sure. If we didn't have reliable power from Verson coming to the plant, then, we wouldn't run, right?
The future is yours at General Dynamics Bath Iron Works. BIW designs and constructs advanced ships for the U.S. Navy. Our ships protect our country. Around the globe, sailors know that Bath Built is best built. We're hiring skilled tradespeople, buyers, engineers, designers, and many other positions. We even provide training. Discover all of our opportunities at biwcareers.com. Join us and work on a mission that matters.
Dairy farmers care about the health of our communities and planet. Nationwide, the dairy industry has set a goal to be carbon neutral or better by 2050. Maine dairy farmers are doing their part by using management practices like turning cow manure and food waste into electricity, using no-till crop production to promote carbon sequestration and soil health, and doing research in cow comfort, nutrition, and health at Maine Witter Farm to help meet the goal.
This is our Carhartt campus. From the lecture hall to the lab, hard work pays off. And whether we're perfecting our designs or just kicking back, we do it in style. Carhartt style. Carhartt, from Miller's Workshop and Brewer.
Back here on the Black Bear Sports Network, I'm John Shields with Laura Clark from Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. They're our game day sponsor today here at Maine Football. Laura, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's great. It's a beautiful day. Oh, my goodness. We're super excited.
Gorgeous day. Yeah. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. Let's talk about the company. Fire, water damage, mold, you guys can help out.
Absolutely. So we are statewide, covering everywhere from Kittery to Frenchville. We have offices in Hamden, Westbrook, and Presque Isle. Been serving Maine communities for over 40 years. So if somebody has that unfortunate fire and needs cleanup, we're there. If they have water damage, pipes burst, groundwater, storms, these fall storms that we've had in the past, we're able to help out with that. And even simple things like apartment cleanings and, construction cleanup if they're putting on an addition or things like that.
Yeah, it's not just a disaster, a fire, or a huge mold outbreak. It's if you just want a clean basement.
Absolutely, yes. If you want that deep clean, you don't have time to do that, we're there for you.
Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. Now, how can folks find you online on social media?
Yes, absolutely. Check us out on Facebook at bouchardcleaning.com or on the web, of course, the same address. And we're out there all the time, you know, on all the channels, on LinkedIn, etc. So check us out. We'd love to have you.
Now, Laura, I know you mentioned it, but statewide, that's a big key. You guys cover the whole state. You really do.
It is a big key because not all companies do that, you know. So wherever you are and you need our help, we're there for you.
All right, thank you so much, Laura Clark from Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, our game day sponsor today. Enjoy the rest of your party.
Thank you. Go Maine! Woo!
Welcome back, everybody. Today is a very special day for Make-A-Wish Maine's Zachary Ellis, as he hopes to be the good luck charm for the UMaine football team here against North Carolina A&T. Zachary arrived on campus in true celebrity style, arriving at the Alfond in a limo, where he was greeted by the hockey team and eventually the baseball team. Zachary's mother, Crystal, says he, quote, eats, sleeps, and breathes sports, especially football, and is beside himself to be sitting on the sidelines at today's game. He is joined by his whole family and in true football fashion, met us with a plate of wings and some bling around his neck. Zachary came sporting a signed jersey from Minnesota Vikings wide receiver KJ Osborne, as well as mismatched socks and shoes. Whether that be a fashion choice or simply because he couldn't wait to get here, we're excited to have him here to cheer on our Black Bears as we honor his strength and resilience. Back to you, Jim.
All right, thank you very much. Allison Willette, our sideline reporter here on these Black Bear broadcasts. Halftime rolls on. The Maine band doing an outstanding job once again. We're going to take another timeout here in the Bangor Savings Bank halftime show. As you see right there, the new soccer complex that we were talking about before. And off to the right is a new track complex under construction as well. A lot happening here at the University of Maine with regard to the athletic facilities, and a lot happening with the Maine offense in the first half. They lead it 30-16. This is Maine football from Van Wagner.
Black Bear Nation, let's ride. Go Tigers.
We are Hampton U.
You know.
As one. Fly Hawks.
Tap the rock, baby. At Geek Prod, roll ups, baby. Phoenix Rising. 3 more feet. Good try. Go Dogs!
One team, one heart.
Maine Trailer is proud to be the official trailer and storage container partner of the Maine Black Bears. From heavy-duty equipment trailers to secure storage containers for sale or rent, Maine Trailer delivers solutions that work for Maine. Maine Trailer offers statewide delivery with their own drivers and a team that truly knows Maine. Maine Trailer makes it easy to buy or rent with confidence. Visit MaineTrailer.com or stop by their Hamden location today. Maine Trailer, built for Maine, trusted by the Black Bears.
Whether you need one piece or an entire room full, the best selection of solid wood unfinished furniture is right here at 304 Stillwater Avenue Furniture in Bangor. American-made or Maine-made furniture for every room in your home. Put your DIY skills to work or choose a finish and we'll do it for you. Eastern Maine's largest collection of beautifully crafted unfinished furniture. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll finish with the perfect match for your decor. You'll always get more at 304.
Dirigo Pines is a place where you belong. It's not like home, it is home, featuring independent living, assisted living, specialized in memory care. For older adults, Dirigo Pines is a community living option to suit your specific needs with activities that you're sure to love.
I love it here. I think my apartment is lovely. I think the people are very friendly.
Dirigo Pines is what a vibrant, active community looks like. Contact Dirigo Pines today about our current move-in special. Dirigo Pines, welcome home.
And welcome back to the Bangor Savings Bank halftime show. Jim Churchill alongside former Black Bear Jack Webb here in the Twin City Tire and Service broadcast booth. 30-16 our halftime score. We're going to get to the highlights and some stats here momentarily, but Jack, the main offense, we were looking for better things against this North Carolina A&T defense. You could see kind of the building process with quarterback Carter Peavy. Some of those quick hitters early, some of those confidence builders turned into something bigger than that.
Yeah, and we talked about it all game long, is building that confidence up with those short intermediate throws, which opened the door for that bomb to Nick Laughlin across the middle, to hitting Scott Woods out in the field in a drive that got a touchdown taken off the board but still resulted in 3 points. I think that was big for this Maine Black Bear offense and their confidence, which they desperately needed.
All right, let's take a look at some of those first half highlights. As the Black Bears again started fast in this one. Carter Peavy rolling to his right and finding a very familiar target in Scott Woods right there, the transfer from Harvard. And then this was a 51-yard touchdown run by Sincere Baines, gaping hole on that right side.
Great hole by the offensive line. Buta kicking him out. Kucheris getting along the middle. That's why you like Baines, too. You see the way he just slips through that small gap the offensive line gives him. It's a game of inches, this game of football, and you love a running back who can do that.
Here's Peavy, firing to Woods again, and Scott almost gets into the end zone here, comes up 1 yard shy.
The strain from Mo Airfin blocking on the outside.
And here's Carter Peavy taking it himself. Gets it inside the pylon there with the run. Made it 13-0. Extra point good. 14-0 Black Bears. Chris White, quarterback for the Aggies, has been impressive here today.
Absolutely has. Just delivering some strikes with speed, hitting his receivers in stride. He's been impressive so far.
Elijah Kennedy on the receiving end there.
And the big fella breaking through arm tackles. Going to take more than that to bring him down. Getting into the end zone.
Wesley Graves with a touchdown run, and the Black Bears special teams coming to the forefront here, blocking the punt, giving Maine excellent field position.
Great job there by Rosito and Christmas getting in there. And this was the pass I was just talking about to Woods on the outside across the field. And those earlier throws gave him that confidence to deliver that one in.
Offensive line giving him all kinds of time.
And the vision here by Rashawn Marshall, the guy they call Shady. The third running back making a play. Noah Carpenter just making a young guy mistake there on the 2-point conversion. And credit to this Aggie defense, getting the convoy out in front of him, going untouched to the end zone for 2 points that could make a difference here in this ball game.
Trey Mitten picking up 2 right there for North Carolina A&T. And here is the long touchdown pass to Nick Laughlin.
And what you love about that, Jim, is that's a throw Peavy's been missing this season. To see him complete one just has to feel good and just get some of that self-doubt out of the system. And this catch. The fingertips.
Yeah, unbelievable catch there by Javon Dillard as he made the one-handed catch. And 6 more right there for North Carolina A&T. All right, Jack, some of the key numbers from the first half.
I think you got to go to both quarterbacks, right? We talked about it. Carter Peavy's single game high, and you look at the passing category right here, 164 for A&T, 205 for the Black Bears. Carter Peavy's previous high in this season was against Liberty Week 1, 132. He's got 205 right now. And then for White, I mean, as for a guy playing in his second game, he's been incredibly impressive so far. That 164 number certainly not one to look over for his progress as well so far in this ballgame.
Yeah, total yardage, 330 for the Maine Black Bears. A&T, North Carolina A&T giving up 745 last week against North Carolina Central. We'll see how things play out here in the second half. All right, we're going to take our final break here in the Bangor Savings Bank halftime show. We'll come back, get you some scores, and then on to second half action. This is Maine Black Bear Football from Van Wagner. Welcome back to Alphons Stadium here on the campus of the University of Maine. There's your halftime score. The Maine Black Bears enjoying a 30-16 advantage over North Carolina A&T in a Coastal Athletic Association contest here this afternoon. Black Bears seeking their first win of the season. North Carolina A&T coming in with a mark of 1-3. Let's check the Citgo scoreboard. Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. A couple of finals in the books. Towson downing Bryant by a score of 26-24. Maine will be on the road next weekend at Bryant, and they'll be on the road following that at Merrimack. Next home game, October 25th, back here at Alphon Stadium. A bye week also mixed in there on October 18th. New Hampshire defeating Albany by a final of 24-6. Games at the half. William & Mary leading Villanova 17-14. Stony Brook downing Merrimack by a score of 20-7. And closing in on the half at Campbell, it is Western Carolina leading the Camels there 28-10. Elon, who will be that next home opponent for the Black Bears, they are leading Hampton 34-20 with just a couple minutes left in that ball game. And of course our halftime score here 30-16. Black Bears kicking it off. And the ball fielded at the 6-yard line, and taking it out is going to be Aaron Harris with the return there for North Carolina A&T.
There he is, Folk again, having a day. Just playing solid in his role on this kickoff unit. Sticks him right in the gut.
So North Carolina A&T will start at their own 25-yard line. That late score for the Aggies after the Black Bears had scored, obviously cutting the deficit to 14 to make it a 2-score game. They get the ball first here in the second half. This is Wesley Graves, their workhorse, and a great job there by the Black Bears as Graves may get back to the original line of scrimmage. He will, and it's going to set up 2nd down and 10.
It's a great job there by Nuachi. Just holding the corner there, refusing to be blocked, and then making the tackle for the TFL.
Vincent Nuachi, a grad student, 6'3", 200 as a defensive back for the Black Bears.
Anytime you see a corner tackling, I'm impressed, Jim.
I'll be impressed when I see cornerback Christian Gonzalez playing for the Patriots.
No doubt. Hey, I'm with you right there. Hopefully it's tomorrow.
All right, again, Black Bear defense rising up. No gain on that 2nd down play. The math is simple. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Muggs backers again for this Black Bear defense. They dropped last time. Bring one.
White back to pass and avoids the sack. Now heads for the sideline. He'll duck out of bounds. He'll pick up a couple, but he avoids the sack. And the punt team will be back out there for the Aggies.
Great job by this Maine defense, forcing a 3-and-out, setting the tone for the second half of this middle 8. And a great job containing on the outside, not letting the shifty quarterback get loose. Great start for the Black Bears.
Black Bear offense back out there. Carter Peavy, 12 for 13 in the first half, 205 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Of course, the 81-yard strike to Nick Laughlin, the big play in the passing game for the Black Bears. A couple minutes into this second half. Black Bears blocking 1 punt in the first half. They don't get to this one, and the fair catch called for by Scott Woods at the 27-yard line of the Maine Black Bears. Other first half numbers individually. Sincere Baines, 7 carries, netting 72 yards, an average of 10.3 yards per carry. Nick Laughlin, 8 carries for 35. And, of course, Rashawn Marshall with the touchdown run of 15 yards. Receiving, Scott Woods, 7 targets, 6 catches, Jack, for 76 yards, a long of 23.
Finally showing some real connection with Peavy.
Sincere Baines gets the call, gets through that front line of defense put forth there by the Aggies, gets into the next level.
He just keeps those feet moving, Jim. He's the 4th leading rusher in the CAA. He's certainly adding to that here today.
Sincere making his mark. Came in averaging 88 yards per game.
And this is the beauty of that Maine backfield, right? Is you got Nick Laughlin who can catch passes and run the ball. And when Baines needs a rest here, you got Marshall who can come in and be just as effective.
12:20 on the clock. Second down, short here for the Black Bears. Marshall has the first down, still going, and he'll get it across the 45-yard line up to the 47. First down, Black Bears.
These Black Bear backs refusing to go down at first contact. Marshall, not the biggest guy in the world, but powerful with the legs, running fast, takes that thud, just keeps it moving, runs the guy over, gains the first down.
First and 10 from the Maine 47 for the Maine Black Bears. 0-4 on the season. They've been competitive in a couple of games, but still nothing in the win column. Trying to change that here this afternoon. Peavy fakes to Marshall, has some time, lofts it downfield. On target, Mo Irfan out of bounds. Another first down for the Maine Black Bears. And a pinpoint pass there from Carter Peavy.
And a great job there by this offensive line. The play action, Fuji picking up the blitzer there, giving him time to let the play develop, and he delivers a beautiful ball to Mo Irfan right there on the sideline.
Got a player down for the Aggies.
Jim, you talked about this Black Bear team being competitive. They've been competitive in all 4 of their losses, 2 FBS opponents, 2 FCS opponents, been in the game into the second half in each one. That's why I don't think you or I have bought this yet, Jim, right? I think you'd like to see them come out here and play that full 60 minutes of football, because in all 4 of those games, they've let it slip in the fourth quarter. So we'll see if they can put it together here. Certainly off to a good start here in the second half.
Yeah, our last up-close and personal experience was that Stonehill game, which has to be the biggest disappointment of the season in the home opener. Carter Peavy would not have been completing some of the passes he is today a couple of weeks ago. In fact, he did not in that game against Stonehill. Not much there for Sincere Baines.
You know what I always wonder, Jim? I always wonder, with the extra after the whistle stuff, I want to know where the line is. You know, as an offensive lineman who's always, you know, wanted to protect teammates, you always wonder, where is the line? Whistle's blown there. They keep going. 30 throws a couple extra. And if someone was a clean 30 out, and I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying, where is the line, you know? I always wondered that with officials.
We'll have you do an in-depth interview with one of the officials to find out.
I like that idea a lot.
Incomplete pass there to Mo Irfan. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 now for Maine.
We'll talk about defenders after the whistle and holding calls. That's what we'll talk about.
Another big play in the game was the 81-yard return by Trevin Ewing, setting up a Black Bear score. Kickoff return. His specialty.
Offensive line making an adjustment.
And sideline pass, Irfan there. Did he keep the feet in bounds? Yes, he did. That's a catch.
Another impressive throw. Defenders closing in, delivers a strike.
Close to the first down, and they're going to give it to the Black Bears.
Great job by Mo, keeping feet in bounds. Secure that catch.
Again, Peavy with the confidence here today. Stepping into those passes. They've been right on the money. Marshall back into the ball game. He's in the backfield for the Black Bears. Woods in motion. Marshall, handoff up the middle. Slithers through that hole and is brought down inside the 15.
Marshall certainly earning himself some more carries here in this ball game. Every time he's touched the ball, he's done something impressive with it, either finding a hole, making a cut, running through contact, just slipping through one right there to pick up 8.
Literally right off the hip of Jack Botaw there. Right guard for the Black Bears. Baines back in there. Shadows have pretty much overtaken Morse Field. Here is Baines trying to find a hole. Still hasn't gone down. A helmet has come flying off, and now a flag goes floating in the air.
Certainly looked like that was a Black Bear paw that pushed
that
that helmet
off.
Absolutely.
Losing his helmet was the linebacker Josh Isaiah.
Personal foul. Illegal hands to the face. Offense, number 65. 15-yard penalty.
That'll do it. Illegal
Second
hand
down.
to the face,
Number
getting
3
that
of the
face
defense
mask,
may remain in the
popping
game
helmet
due to
off.
the helmet foul.
Let's see here. Number 90 just eating that double team there for the Aggies.
See a helmet pop up here and just
the ruling
where
on the
it
field
goes.
is the line to gain was made. The foul occurred after the play.
65,
so it'll be
Nick
first
Kruger
down and 10
throwing the helmet
after
off.
enforcement of the penalty.
You cannot do that. 15 given away and 15 deserved for the Aggies. And you can't have that, Jim.
All right,
Just in the red zone, now you find yourself way deeper now. Looks like they're trying to figure out the chains right here.
Yeah, after the dust settles, it's going to be a first down for the Black Bears from the North Carolina A&T 24. Maine up by 14, looking for their first score here in half number 2. Peavy off the back foot to Irfin again,
Got a flag
dropping
down,
it
Jim.
right into the bucket. 6 more points for Maine, but we do have a flag down. It's going to be holding against the Black Bears. Second time Maine has had a touchdown wiped off the board.
Defensive end Alderman.
Offense, number 48. 10-yard penalty. First down.
The defensive end Alderman. He's been a problem for the Black Bears all day.
Tight end Declan McKevitt, the guilty party.
Tough to block a good athlete like Alderman with the tight end. Tough ask. And the Black Bears shooting themselves in the foot yet again. Second touchdown taken off the board due to a penalty today. For as much good as there's been from this unit, there could be much better with those penalties. Now you find yourselves in first and real long.
20 to be exact. PV goes to Laughlin, full steam, and Laughlin is going to be run out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. And that's going to leave a third and very short situation here for Maine.
Black Bears just putting these running back weapons on display today. Dump it off to Laughlin. Let him do the rest with some great blocks outside, a violent stiff arm to finish the play. And they pretty much erased the penalties right there, bailed out by a Nick Laughlin dump-off.
Scott Woods with the catch. The ball is knocked free, but they're going to say it was knocked free after he went out of bounds.
Now that is an impressive play by Carter Peavy. Easy read. Dishes it off in stride to Woods on the outside. Good ball right there. Perfect placement to keep him in stride. Let him try to round that corner.
Today's local business of the game, presented by the City of Old Town, is the County Federal Credit Union, 205 Main Street in Old Town. Online at countyfcu.org or call them at 1-877-318-3838. First and goal for the Black Bears from the Aggie 6. Pass is complete, and the Black Bears are into the end zone once again. On the receiving end, Elijah Smalls, the redshirt sophomore tight end, as he powers his way in for 6, and it's now 36-16 UMaine.
How about that? I think that's Elijah Small's first career touchdown from a guy that they've been waiting. They've been waiting to take the next step. He's got the athletic ability. He's got the size. He's got all the tools you need. They've just been waiting for him to take that next step. That is certainly going to give him some confidence moving forward. That is a big touchdown for the Black Bears, not only in this game, but the big picture as well, as they try to get Smalls going here.
Tremblay on, has another extra point to make it 37-16 Black Bears, so they have their 21-point lead back. Yes, Elijah Smalls, he looks like a tight end, 6'5", 245. We're going to take a timeout with the Maine Black Bears leading it, 37-16, 7:36 left to go in the third quarter. This is Black Bear football from Van Wagner. Black Bears pick up another touchdown. They've added 7 points to their lead here in the third quarter, led at 30-16 at the half. Now 37-16 Black Bears with just about 7.5 minutes left to go in the third. The official sponsors of today's game here at Alphon Stadium, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, a local family-owned company that has been serving Maine communities for over 40 years, proudly voted Bangor's best cleaning and restoration and best cleaning company since 2015.
You like to see the Black Bears respond to adversity. It was adversity that was self-inflicted as we get the return out to the left side. But you get the stupid personal foul, the unnecessary throwing of the helmet that puts you 15 back. The holding puts you another 10 back. Quickly erased by Nick Laughlin. That's a great response, again, from their own doing, but a response nonetheless from this Maine offense to get into the end zone.
And a lot of different players involved in this Maine offense. Of course, Scott Woods has been central. Sincere Baines, running back for the Black Bears, Mo Irfin, and Nick Laughlin. Some of the talent that has been featured by this Maine offense here this afternoon.
Now this A&T offense has shown us they can respond with their backs against the wall. We'll see it on this drive.
J.T. Smith with the carry. At Freshies, take another look at this replay first. Black Bears string that one out. And Smith brought down hard to the turf. At Freshies, we're the champions of flavor. Our savory pizzas and spicy wings are the ultimate fuel for your taste buds, making every bite a winning play. Visit us at freshiesdeli.com for our latest daily deals and much more. Fast, fresh, friendly Freshies. White looking downfield, nothing there. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll head to the friendly sideline once again.
I'll tell you what, with this form right now, if you're running straight at Chris Thomas, you got no chance. With how he's playing right now, one of the highest graded linebackers according to Pro Football Focus in the country right now. He's playing that well and at that high of a level.
Christian Thomas, grad student. Like the other 11 in the Maine Black Bear roster, Thomas 6'3", 230. He's been one of the bright spots in the 0-4 start for the Black Bears. Looking to end that here today, and there he is, right on cue. Christian Thomas with the sack. Down goes White. And once again, the Aggies will punt it to the Black Bears.
Chris Thomas, one of the best players in the FCS, showing you why on back-to-back plays. He just slips around this stunt. So athletic with such a long wingspan. Jim, back in the day, I used to try to block this guy. Now, I got Will Campbell's short arms. When he would get extended, I couldn't touch him. I couldn't touch him.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw that wingspan. It is significant. See, Bananas, the Black Bear, has a friend down there, Jack. It would be the Chick-fil-A cow, keeping him company on the sidelines. Fair catch called for by Scott Woods at midfield, and that's where the Black Bear offense will take over. Things going well here for Maine here today. Of course, North Carolina A&T reeling from a 62-20 defeat at the hands of their rival, North Carolina Central.
And I know it feels like we're beating it home here, but if you're this Maine offense, the last thing you want to do is take your foot off the pedal. You've earned zero right to take your foot off the pedal right here. You have to keep going. Can't get complacent. Just have to keep acting like the score is 0-0 as we've got a flag down on the field.
Illegal substitution. Offense broke the huddle with 12 players.
Illegal
5-yard penalty.
substitution.
First down.
Breaking the huddle with 12 players.
Last time I checked, you're allowed 11.
That would be correct.
All right, would appear the Black Bears have the correct number of players on the field. First and 15. Maine 46-yard line, 5:29 left to go in the third quarter. Black Bears up by 21. Nick Laughlin, the carry from Maine. 2 yards on that first down play. It's going to be second down and 13 for the Black Bears. Black Bears back on the road next weekend at Bryant. Team they defeated last year, one of their 5 wins in 2024. Following that, at Merrimack. Following that, their bye week. Following that, Jack, about 4 weeks, we'll get to do another game here.
Unreal. Just a wide gap there.
I don't know if I can take this workload. All right, Peavy. Heading right, eyes downfield, dangerous pass, going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Aaron Ortega.
Dangerous pass, but I think he put it the only place he could have without it being catastrophic.
Throwing on the run in that case.
Got to give credit there to Trey Mittman, making a play on the ball. That looked like it was almost right there in Aaron Ortega's hands.
PV to Laughlin. Laughlin tries to leap over a defender, but can't do it. And it's going to be 4th down and 8 for the Black Bears after that 5-yard pass reception by Nick Laughlin.
Penalties put you behind in the sticks. Jim, is this the first time we've seen this punt unit out today? Feels like
it is. It is indeed. Anthony Pecorella out there for the Black Bears for the first time. See if he can drop one inside the 10. Pecorella delivers it, angling towards the near side. It will go out of bounds close to the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. And it's going to be Aggie football at the 10-yard line. We got to take a time out here with a 21-point lead for the Maine Black Bears. 3:48 left to go in the third quarter. Black Bears looking for that first win of the season. This is Maine football from Van Wagner.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space, the Home Planning Center specialist at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
your car without moving at all. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
Now for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get 1.99% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been helping New Englanders thrive by living our You Matter More promise. We invest in Northern New England because your ideas, your well-being, and your business matter to us. Our commitment is reflected in our caring employees, innovative solutions, and investments in local communities. At Bangor Savings Bank, you are at the heart of everything we do because you matter more.
Back at Harold Alphon Sports Stadium here on the campus of the University of Maine. Spectacular fall day here for Maine football as they take on North Carolina A&T. Black Bears leading it by 3 touchdowns, 37-16. Jim Churchill, Jack Webb here in the Twin City Tire and Service broadcast booth. Out of the timeout, NC A&T with the football deep in their own territory, starting at their own 10. This is Wesley Graves getting the carry, and the Black Bear defense says not so much there, Wesley.
Great job by Elias Sherman. Not only eating up his block, but getting in there. Making the running backs read muddy, holding them up just enough to take him himself.
Our broadcast today brought to you in part by Oakhurst Dairy. Kindness, goodness, Maineness. Learn more at oakhurstdairy.com.
It's a big drive for A&T here. If you want to make a comeback, you'd love to get this within 2 touchdowns.
White thinking pass, has a man. It's Kennedy who can't hold on to it.
Flag down in the backfield.
There was a flag down on the play.
Not sure if White got hit on that play. One of his offensive linemen checking in on him.
Roughing the passer.
Yep.
Defense, number 94. 15-yard penalty.
The passer is going to go against the Black Bears and Chris Bacon. So that will give the Aggies some breathing room as we take a look at the replay. Not going to catch the hit, but we do see the misplay there by Kennedy as he could not hold on to that pass.
Must have hit him in the head or something. Can't have those. Free first down when you had him pinned, backed up. On what was going to be a 3rd and long with their backs against the wall.
Back to the well and Wesley Graves. Short gain there for Graves. Actually turned nothing into something as he picks up 3 yards on that play. Our broadcast this afternoon also brought to you in part by Down East Orthopedic Associates, the official orthopedic provider of the Maine Black Bears. Second down and 7 for NC A&T in their 2nd year in the conference, and that's going to be another sack for the Black Bears. Looks like a couple players will get half sacks there, Jack.
Kai Chisholm on the outside there, number 45, spins back in. Doesn't spin, but comes back in. Along with Sherman there. Chisholm, just like Smalls, the tight end you just saw a little while ago, catch that touchdown pass. Another guy from the same class that this Black Bear team's just been waiting to see them take the next step. They see it in practice. They see the potential. Finally, it's showing through on game day. Mugged backers here for the Black Bears.
3rd down and 10. White under pressure over the middle. His pass is on target. It is complete. Catch made there by Jamison Warren.
Again, White with an impressive throw across the middle.
Under duress.
Zipping one in there. That is an impressive throw. Knows he's going to get hit. Stands tall. Puts it on him to move the chains. Big conversion.
Richard sophomore has some potential. We got flags coming in. There was some odd movement there. The flag coming in from way downfield. Let's see what the call is here.
Illegal substitution. Defense. Players. 5-yard penalty.
Right.
First down.
Black Bears tried it. NC A&T tries it. Too many players on the field.
I'll tell you what, Jim. Trying to put North Carolina A&T out of this ball game on this drive if you're this Black Bear defense. You're not going to do that by giving them 2 free first downs.
First and 5 here for the Aggies, and the Black Bears will take White down again. That pocket collapsed. Maine defense is pumped up.
The coverage forced that sack. He thought he had his man coming across the field. Watch this. Looking at it, bails on it last second, gives this Black Bear defensive line enough time to get in there. Great job on both ends, on the back end and up front for the Black Bears. Kalume in there on the sack, number 10.
Nicholas Kalume with the sack there for the Black Bears. Loss of 4 yards for NC A&T. Final 25 seconds of the third quarter. Screen pass complete, but the Black Bears right there to make the tackle and limit the gain for NC A&T.
I did like that play design, though, Jim. Fake the tunnel screen, wide receiver screen to the outside. You dump it off in the middle. She couldn't get loose.
Anthony Rucker, the catch there for the Aggies. And that is going to do it for the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books here for the Maine Black Bears and the North Carolina A&T Aggies. Black Bears with the upper hand, 37-16 our score. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action. This is University of Maine Black Bear football from Van Wagner. There's some of the Aggie fans making the long journey here to Orono, Maine. I was reading the media notes from the Aggie athletic department, and they were talking about all the places they have been going to here in recent years, places they never thought they would be traveling to.
Their
Again,
first
the
trip to
largest HBCU college in the country. And they've made it all the way to Orono, Maine. And they are on the short end of the stick right now. Pass downfield, and we're going to get pass interference here against Maine as Kennedy was hit just as the pass was arriving.
Which is too
just
bad.
A little bit before that.
Because Vaught had that one all covered there at the safety position. He was lining it up to go for the interception.
Jack, we were just talking off air.
Pass interference.
This light that's behind
Defense,
us.
number 21. 15-yard penalty.
We use for
First down.
when we're actually on screen here, but it's creating some heat on my back here. All right, here's White.
Got him right on the hip there.
Yeah.
Yep. That is pass interference. And the third penalty for Maine on this drive. Again, shooting themselves in the foot.
Fought took the brunt. Getting submarined there. As we mentioned off here, that light will come in handy later, a month
Absolutely
from now
will.
or into November.
Absolutely will.
Today is a beautiful day. And lights are on here at Alphon Stadium. Shadows have taken over Morse Field.
It's a beautiful Orono day. Picturesque, late September, Maine afternoon.
White roaming to his right again, heading towards that sideline. He's done that about 5 times today where he's had no open receiver. He's tucked it under that right arm and just headed towards the friendly sideline of the Aggies.
But they've done a really good job of containing him when he scrambles. I think Black Bear fans are with me when you can say, when you see a quarterback get out of the pocket, it's almost like a little you're scarred. You know what I mean? You're used to maybe a guy breaking off for a 30-yard run. They've done a great job that when he decides to use his legs, limit the damage this Maine defense has all day.
White will carry it himself and gets turned around there by Christian Thomas.
Even out of position, that wingspan.
It will do wonders.
It's funny, Jim. They said every away game, or after every game, the opposing coaches have come up to Chris Thomas, you know, telling him, great game, you're a great player. And the main coaches were joking with me. It's like they don't know he has any eligibility left. You know, I mean, he doesn't have it. It's his final year. He's not going to transfer to you guys for a bag. He's done.
Yeah, no more college football after this year. But you can keep hoping. Graves dives forward. He's got the first down to the 26-yard line of UMaine. Today's broadcast of Black Bear Football brought to you in part by Pepper's Landing. Check out their lunch, dinner, and gluten-free menu at pepperslanding.com or stop by one of their 3 locations in Old Town, Brunswick, and Ogunquit.
Those Liberty and Georgia Southern coaches like what they saw with Big 11 out there. Hate to break it to you guys, he's not coming.
Hopefully he gets a chance, an opportunity at the next level.
Absolutely.
In some way, shape, or fashion. Graves. Oh, he is met as he got to the 25-yard line by, looked like a trio of Black Bears over there, and he went down in a heap.
Like Latrell Couchman might have delivered that strike, captain of the Maine Black Bears. Spiritual leader type of guy. Face mask right into the gut. Delivers the blow. Great play there.
Latrell,
number 7 in blue.
Excuse me, Jack. Latrell is senior linebacker, 6'1", 235. 12:20 left to go in the ball game. Black Bears want to finish strong in this one. Carry some momentum into their next outing at Bryant. Here's a fire downfield, and the pass is caught. That is a touchdown for the North Carolina A&T Aggies. Making the catch is Antoine Bell, tight end, hauling it in for 6.
When they need it, Kevin White delivers a beautiful throw for a quarterback room that's as much chaos as this A&T quarterback room has this year. I think they might have found a guy right here in White Jr. He has played lights out today when his squad's needed him, making some big-time throws over the middle for touchdowns.
Now, other coaches can talk to him.
Correct, no doubt, no doubt.
He's a redshirt sophomore.
Yeah, no doubt, as they keep playing games here and he keeps getting some film.
He has looked good. This is just his second game of the season.
Today's day and age in college football, you know, for an FCS school, you're always worried. It's always in the back of your mind. But for now, these Aggies are certainly going to enjoy the guy they got back there behind center because he's playing extremely well up here in Orono today.
Hammond Lumber Company is a 4th-generation family-owned company with 34 locations and over 1,200 employees across Maine and New Hampshire. For more information, stop in or visit them online at hammondlumber.com. And the Maine-New Hampshire border battle presented by Buffalo Wild Wings is one of the hottest rivalries in college sports. Visit goblackbears.com/border battle for updates and special offers all season long. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports. Of course, that Maine-New Hampshire border battle will be the final game of the regular season. Per usual, this time, well, this year I should say, down in Durham.
Some chaos here, getting to Kai Chisholm out on the field late. Sometimes after a long drive like that, you can forget some special teams responsibilities. Another big drive coming up for this Maine offense. We talked about finishing, playing a full 60. This one is not over by any means. Plenty of time left on the clock, plenty of possessions left on the clock.
Two-score game with 12:09 left to go in this one. The Maine-New Hampshire border battle just before Thanksgiving on November 22nd in Durham, New Hampshire. That'll be a 1 o'clock kickoff there. Ways to go before we get to that one. Black Bears just looking for their first win of the season here this afternoon. New Hampshire won earlier today. Check in on that Citgo scoreboard once again. Get you some updates. Finals. As I lost my scoreboard. I'll get it back. Finals in the CAA today. Towson over Bryant. Bryant, Maine's next opponent. 26-24 the final in that one. UNH victorious at home against UAlbany. Elon, Black Bears will play them in their next home game coming up on October 25th. They defeated Hampton today 41-20. Rhode Island at Western Michigan tonight. That's a 6:30 start. Sincere Baines carries the football in that first down play. Picks up about a yard.
At the very least right here, Jim, the Maine offense needs to possess. You need to eat up some clock. Keep that defense, who was just on the field for a long time with some self-inflicted penalties, but certainly on the field for quite a while as North Carolina drove down the field and punched in a touchdown. Got to give them a breather.
Western Carolina leading Campbell 35-18. 7:08 left to go in the third. Stony Brook defeating Merrimack 28-7. Also playing late in the third quarter. Incomplete pass there. Those have been few and far between here today for Carter Peavy. Villanova leading William & Mary 24-17 midway through the third quarter.
Now, Jim, we've got third and long. Clock stopped.
Irvin unable to hold on to that pass.
There was a recipe to make a comeback. It would be what A&T is doing right now. Big third down here, bigger than you think.
Don't want to jinx us, but the Black Bears have not had a turnover in this football game, certainly helping their cause. Peavy fires near side. There's Irvin wide open. He's got the first down. Mo Irvin having himself a day.
It's a great pass and catch. Not sure how you leave that much access outside on third and long. Plenty of room.
Yeah.
From Mo
10
Irvin
yards between the defender and the receiver there.
to get across the sticks, catch the ball. Great strike there by Peavy. Big first down. Like I said, much bigger than you think. That A&T offense would have got the ball back there. Plenty of time to drive down. With a lot of time left on the clock, a lot of possessions left.
Woods, the catch, spins away from the defender, and looks like he may have another first down for the Black Bears. And it is indeed. That is a Maine first down. Maine football first downs are presented by Creative Print Services, the preferred printer of the Black Bears.
Sorry about that, Jim. Didn't mean to. I was locked in on.
You were locked in, Jack. Just leave it at that.
I was locked in.
You were locked in.
I was locked into that replay. Woods limping off.
Nice addition to this Maine football program, Scott Woods. Probably pretty smart, too.
Very.
Coming from Harvard. And here's Sincere Baines getting deep into that Aggie defense. 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Black Bears. Now, they're smart, Jack. And if I gave you these two options.
Yep.
They're, let's just call it
timeout for an injury to the defense.
smart, brain smart.
Yep.
Then there's street smart.
Correct.
Which category would you fall in the most? Doesn't mean you're out of one.
Yeah, I'm glad you made that clarification. I would certainly say street smart.
All right.
Certainly say street smart.
In some ways, that's even better.
We had a couple GPA records during my time here. And if you ask my academic advisors, I'm not quite sure I helped add to that. But we're here nonetheless.
And we got to take a timeout. With 9:48 left, 37-23, Black Bears will be right back. This is Maine football from Van Wagner. I'm going to, part of my problem. So far, so good for the Maine Black Bears in this home contest against North Carolina A&T. Jim Churchill, Jack Webb here in the Twin City Tire and Service broadcast booth. Carter Peavy flushed out of the pocket there, goes out of bounds. Picked up about 4 yards on that play. 9.5 minutes left to go. 14-point lead for the Black Bears.
Great job by Peavy navigating the pocket there.
Avoiding the pressure.
Getting out of trouble.
Pump fake there, trying to freeze the defense.
Not enough room to get a throw attempt off.
And we've got a great view here from the Twin City Tire and Service broadcast booth looking over Alphons Stadium. So much happening with the facilities here at the University of Maine for the athletic department. More to come on this facility down the line. Of course, to our right will be the new basketball facility. Meanwhile, down on the turf, Peavy throwing on the run and almost got it to Trevin Ewing. Almost pulled it off there, just off the fingertips of Trevin. Not sure he'd been able to keep a foot in there, but great effort there by the quarterback and the receiver, Ewing.
Great job on the scramble drill. Peavy gets outside the pocket. Shot by Anthony Eliano, adjusting, just getting the shoulder on number one. Oh, close. Like you said, I'm not sure. I think that right foot would have been out of bounds, but solid ball nonetheless.
Gorilla back out there to punt for the Black Bears. This one's going to go through the end zone for a touchback.
Big possession coming up here.
Yep. A&T a chance to make it a one-score game on this possession. Just talking about the facilities. Historic field house off to our right. Spend some time in there, Jack. The Mahaney Dome beyond that.
Yeah.
Mahaney Diamond just beyond the visiting stands here at Alphons Stadium.
When you really think about it, Jim, new softball field, field hockey, and soccer fields. Mahaney Diamond already a state-of-the-art complex for New England. With the new basketball arena, this stadium will get some upgrades, and then Alphon is the Alphon. I mean, it is going to be a special place to not only come watch a game, but play some sports.
Javon Dillard with a catch there. Yeah, Alphon Arena, the renovations, massive renovations there. On the cusp of being unveiled. It is dramatic. It's going to be dramatic for Maine fans when they head in there the next time. Here is Graves, and he's got first down yardage and more. Yeah, we got a shady. They've got a shifty.
Absolutely, no doubt.
Take another look at it here.
Moving like that at 235 is impressive.
Almost a face mask there. Today's game brought to you by General Dynamics Bath Iron Works, the leading builder of ships for the Navy, now hiring engineers, all trades and more at biwcareers.com. Pass completion this time to the running back, Wesley Graves. Gain of 3 on that play. Today's contest here in Orono also brought to you by Northeast Driving School, the #1 driving school in the greater Bangor area. Register online at bangor-driving-school.com. Graves breaks another tackle. Gets wrestled to the turf. Beyond the 45-yard line up to the 48.
The rare Chris Thomas broken tackle. Runs right through the arm tackle effort. Keeps his feet moving. Sets up a 3rd and short.
3rd and 1. Probably at this point, 2-down territory here for the Aggies. And they've got the first down.
Great job fighting for it there.
Shamik Blizzard, 5'8", 191, a junior, picking up the first down for the Aggies.
Name.
Huh?
What a last name.
I know. They fit in well here in Maine.
That is incredible.
Not so much in North Carolina maybe, but tackled by Chris Thomas.
If you're Maine, you want this clock to keep winding down here.
White steps into this one over the middle, threw it behind the intended receiver. Pass intended for Monty Jones.
Devin Vaught closing in on coverage.
2nd and 10, just under 6 minutes left to go in the contest.
I think if you're an Aggie fan, you're extremely encouraged by White's play because not only has he delivered some great balls in there, but he's also missed a couple that, over the course of time and reps, he will hit in the future.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of ceiling room there for this guy. Fires high to the Maine sideline.
Just like that one right there.
It's going to be 3rd and 10 now for NCA&T.
Just out of reach.
A little too tall there for Dillard. Thomas almost got there. Pass is going to be incomplete. Almost got to White just after he delivered the pass.
Might have been just the pressure.
4th and 10.
Might have been that Thomas pressure to force the sale right there. Could feel him coming.
Thought the Aggies might go for it there on 4th down, excuse me.
Thought so as well. Haven't necessarily been able to contain that Black Bear offense here tonight, but you never know. Maybe they got a trick up their sleeve or something.
Woods is back deep for Maine, standing around the 12-yard line.
Looks like the Black Bears got a punt safe anyway.
Kick away, spiraling down towards the goal line, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. 5:39 left in the ball game. Maine up by 14. Looking to improve their overall mark to 1-4 and their conference record to 1-1 with a victory here today against the Aggies. Coverage of Maine football brought to you in part by Martin Surplus and Salvage with 13 locations throughout Maine. You'll never have to say I should have bought it when I saw it at Martin's.
Good stop there by the Maine defense. Very good stop. Needed.
Marshall cuts it back inside, gets it across the 20-yard line.
Certainly got some twitch to him, doesn't he, Jim?
Yes.
Looks like he can cut in any direction at any given moment.
Jack, I want you to be thinking about this as we head down the home stretch here. Player of the game in this one. We'll get closer to the 2-minute mark. Player of the game brought to you by Bangor Savings Bank. Black Bears keep it on the ground. Marshall surges ahead. And
ball come out.
There was a reaction there by an Aggie or two that looked like it did, but it's going to be Maine football.
Ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the offense. Third down.
Marshall did fumble it, but got it back.
Wow, that thing was out. Great effort there by Corbin Wilson, redshirt freshman safety, ripping that thing out. That's what you got to do right here if you're the Aggies. Force a turnover.
3rd and 1 for Maine. Irfin in motion. Back to Marshall. Found a seam on that left side. Covering up that football with both hands, both arms. He's got the first down.
And to finish off what was a much-needed improvement in a big-time game, big-time response from this offense after the first third of the season is an efficient, effective 4-minute drill here. Run this clock out with your offense on the field and end on a high note, bringing some confidence into next week.
Marshall gets the call and backs his way to a yard and a half. Corbin Wilson with the stop there.
Black Bears swapping out some tight ends and backs here.
Maine holds on here. Both teams will be 1-1 in conference play. Marshall carrying the load here for the Black Bears late in this one.
Like to see a better finish here from this Maine offensive line. This is where you take pride and you put the team on your back. Now you're in 3rd and long.
Updated standings in the conference. Rhode Island 2-0. They're going to be taking on Western Michigan this evening. Monmouth 1-0.
And Monmouth with the leader in the clubhouse for the Walter Payton Player of the Year award in the FCS. Derek Robertson, former quarterback here at the University of Maine, seemingly throwing for
he has lit it
a
up.
gazillion yards and 4 touchdowns a game each outing.
Oh. Pass is going to be incomplete. Scott Woods unhappy with that outcome. But he had another reception in this ball game.
I think as a wide out, anytime you get your hands on it, you expect to catch it.
Went up for it, and
that would be a drop.
Complete it. All right, the Black Bears will punt.
Great game from Woods nonetheless, though. He's played a crucial role in their quarterback, Carter Peavy, getting going here. Woods with 97 yards off 8 receptions on the day.
See if the Aggies bring the house here. Ooh, close call. Kennedy Fields it at the 15, heads right, still
Got
going.
something. He's got
There's
something.
a seam, got spun around, still on his feet, and he is going to take it into the end zone. Wow.
Can't have it.
Aggies almost blocked the punt. Getting through the line was Dillard. Almost blocked it, and then it's Kennedy taking it about 85 yards for the touchdown.
I'm not quite sure.
Missed tackles.
I'm not quite sure if the guys on the field just think it's over, if they fall asleep. I don't know what it is. But the fourth quarter has just not treated the Black Bears well at all, and it's their own fault all year long.
Yeah, you hate to have the sour taste, even with a victory. Still 1:43 left on the clock, but you wanted to finish this fourth quarter with a flourish, and that certainly was not flourishing for the Black Bears. Extra point is good to make it 37
the 2-minute
to 30
timeout.
with 1:43 left on the clock, and we're going to step aside with a break in the action. This one's still in doubt here at Alphon Stadium. Keep it right here on the Black Bears Sports Network from Van Wagner.
The future is yours at General Dynamics Bath Iron Works. BIW designs and constructs advanced ships for the U.S. Navy. Our ships protect our country. Around the globe, sailors know that Bath Built is best built. We're hiring skilled tradespeople, buyers, engineers, designers, and many other positions. We even provide training. Discover all of our opportunities at biwcareers.com. Join us and work on a mission that matters.
When it comes to cleaning up the competition, Bananas has you covered. But when it comes to cleaning his own home, Bananas turns to Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. Nice job, Bananas.
Hi, I'm Norm Bouchard for Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. Go Black Bears! Bananas, miss a spot.
With UCU, you'll spend less time looking for a loan and more time enjoying it. From credit cards with low rates and exceptional rewards to flexible options for vehicle, education, and personal loans. At UCU, we've got what you're looking for. How do you see you?
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Here we go, final 1:43 in this one. Maine now holding on to a relatively slim lead. They are going to get the football back here. 1:43 left. Jordan Stevens looking on with some concern with the way the Black Bears have finished in this one.
And it's just a couple plays that let him hang around. And now you got an onside kick where, geez, just feels like anything can happen.
Brown will do the honors. Onside kick, and it's going to go off a Black Bear, but fortunately Nick Laughlin's going to be able to fall on it when off his chest, was spinning on the turf. But there was no Aggie in the vicinity, and that allowed Laughlin to swallow that one up and keep the possession with the Black. Look at that. He was a little off balance, but
and there's no sugarcoating it. They avoid disaster there where an errant bounce bounces off his chest, and they get lucky it falls right in front of him, just like on the 4th and 23 prayer that Stonehill heaved up. You know, you can't even let it come to that when you're the position they're in.
Some breakdowns here for the Black Bears late.
Just need a first down. The first down to put this game out of it.
Much like we credited Stonehill. Let's credit the Aggies
Absolutely.
for making this long trip and
staying in the fight.
Not quitting on this one. All right, Black Bears looking to put it away here with a first down. It's not going to happen there. Look if they get an inch. I don't think they did. So the current CAA standings, Rhode Island playing out of conference against
A&T.
Western Michigan. We got a timeout here by
30 seconds.
NC A&T. As you see, Baines nowhere to run there. Rhode Island 4-0 overall, 2-0 in CAA action. Then you have 5 teams at 1-0. Monmouth, Towson, UNH with a victory today, Elon, and William & Mary. That one win for William & Mary coming against the Black Bears. Then NCA&T, still at this point with 1:36 left, they are 1-0. Campbell 1-1. Bryant has fallen to 0-2. Again, Maine will play Bryant next weekend. Villanova 0-1. They were winning in their game. We'll check the scoreboard here in just a second. Stony Brook 0-1. Hampton 0-2. UAlbany and Maine both 0-1.
Jim, the offensive line has got to put it on their shoulders here. They've had 2 opportunities to do it, back-to-back drives.
2 more timeouts for the Aggies. Peavy will keep it after faking to Laughlin. Carter gets hit across the way near the sideline. And we got another timeout called here by NCA&T.
Their second of the half.
And those are 2 back-to-back drives where you've got a fresh set of downs. You're looking to run the clock out, and you get stuffed for little to no gain on both first and second down. You just – it is frustrating. It is frustrating certainly when, as the offensive line, you're trying to put it on your shoulders, ice this game, and you fail to do it again. Now you find yourself in 3rd and long. Because you got to remember, it all ties together, Jim, right? Giving them 3 first downs with 3 penalties on that long touchdown drive at the end of the 3rd quarter cuts it from 3 touchdown deficit to 2. And then you get a crazy play like that because the offense fails to run the 4-minute drill. And now all of a sudden it's a 1-possession game. You got 3rd and long with 1:28 left in the clock.
Yeah, Maine has had 2 21-point leads in this football game. 37-16. Prior to that, 30-9. Here is Peavy firing. Dangerous pass there. It's going to be incomplete. Maine wanted pass interference, but that was blanket coverage on Trevin Ewing.
And you see what I mean. Next time you have –
watch how close this is, too.
Exactly. It's a dangerous throw in the first place, and you're forced to make it because you can't ice the clock by running the ball when you've been running the ball all game. And I understand it's a different situation. It's basically inside running there. They're bringing the heat. Everybody in the world knows you're running the football, but you got to be able to get it done. Now there's 1:24 on the clock, and you leave it up to the football gods, Jim. We've seen what happens before.
Incomplete pass saves the timeout there for A&T. They've got 1 left. Punt is away, and it's going to go into the end zone. Or no.
Did he do it?
Wow.
Zach Zoglio with maybe the play of the game. The long snapper diving into the end zone, batting the ball before it hits the blue. And they've got him pinned down at the 1-yard line.
Kennedy hoping. Ooh, was his foot on the close one? They may look at that again. His foot was close to being on the
ruling
turf
on the
when
field
he hit it. Not
is
sure.
the ball was touched by the kicking team in the end zone.
Yep.
Almost.
At the 20-yard
I take
line.
back the play of the game.
Down,
The almost
A&T.
play of the game, we'll call it.
The close to being the play of the game right there. Updating the scoreboard, Villanova leading William & Mary. About a third of the way through the 4th quarter, 31-17. Towson, New Hampshire, Elon, all winners today. Stony Brook looks like they've got a win at home against Merrimack. Western Carolina leading Campbell 35-21. And here at Alphon Stadium, 1:12 left. A&T has 1 timeout. Here is White, and he's going to get sacked. That is a huge play there for the Black Bears.
The ruling on the field is the runner was down prior to fumbling.
Kai
Second down.
Chisholm with the sack there for the Black Bears. White to the air. Pass complete.
Clock runs. Clock runs.
Clock is ticking down to 45 seconds.
Black Bear down in the backfield. That stops
Chisholm.
the clock.
It'll slow the progress of the clock. Training staff out. Chisholm will have to depart. And brings Chris Thomas back into the ball game. Christian back out there.
A&T
with a limp.
has declined the 10-second runoff for a defensive injury. The clock will
A few
start on the
minutes ago,
snap.
but he's back out there for the Black Bears as they try to finish this one off, pick up their first win of the season. Much needed. Again, Going back to last season, Black Bears have lost 6 straight, 8 of 9. White, quick fire. First down yardage. Aggies will hustle back to the line. They're going to use their final timeout right here.
Can't let anything behind you.
38 seconds left.
Can't get lulled to sleep by these intermediate throws, short throws.
No, they didn't use their timeout. Back to work. Pass is complete. Well into Maine territory, down to the 36. Warren with the catch. Now the Aggie offense hustles to the line, and they got to move the chain, so the clock is stopped right now, and we got one of the chain gang down.
And there's White again, delivering a throw over the middle like he's been doing all game when his team needs him. Yeah, he's missed some intermediate throws, missed some ones he should have had, but when his back's been against the wall, he has delivered here tonight.
Again, the chain gang was trying to hustle, and the gentleman carrying the down marker, the line marker, he went down in a heap. Back on his feet. He may be slightly off. He's got a second down up there. It's first down. 1st and 10. White back to pass. Goes short. This is Graves trying to get to the sideline.
Mistake not getting out of bounds. That is a mistake not getting out of bounds. Did he get out of bounds?
Back to the line of scrimmage.
I guess he got out of bounds.
Yes,
I am blind. I apologize for that one.
We can't see the line just because the
I
Black
appreciate
Bears
that clarification.
So 18 seconds left for North Carolina A&T. This one going right down to the wire. Underneath, they go to Graves. Graves is tackled at about the 23.
First down does stop the clock, though.
And he was rolling on the turf. I thought they might stop it for an injury there, but he's back up. Could be a hamstring. They're looking to spike it here.
Timeout. A&T.
All right,
Their
A&T is going to take that third and final timeout as you see Wesley Graves making his way slowly to that sideline. He is feeling some pain.
I apologize to Big 35, Wesley Graves, who's been balling out tonight. He did get out of bounds, which stopped the clock. Then he makes another play right there, getting the first. Oh,
he got bent over.
You hate to see it. Anytime you see someone twisted like that.
And Christian Thomas, meanwhile, if we can get a look at the Maine sideline, he is limping off. That is not a good sign for the Black Bears, number 11.
Not at all what you want to see.
In blue. I'm not talking about Carter Peavy. I'm talking about one of the forces on the Maine defense. So Christian is going to be out of the ball game. He has been laboring here over the last several minutes. Appears to be some sort of leg injury. Here we go, 11 seconds left. North Carolina A&T out of timeouts under the lights here at Alphon Stadium.
Got to tackle. You got to tackle here. There's going to be some room given underneath.
Maine.
All right, Maine sees the setup there for the Aggies. They're going to ask for a timeout. They want to make sure they are all on the same page after gaining some insight there. The Black Bears hold on here. Allison Willett, our sideline reporter, will track down head coach Jordan Stevens. Get some thoughts after what we hope is a Black Bear victory. Thought we had it in the bag about an hour ago, half hour ago.
Yet again, Jim, you let him hang around. You let him hang around. You do it to yourself. At the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, you find yourself in these situations. But the beauty of football is no matter that, you've got probably 2 plays here to defend and still try to earn a win. And on the flip side, the beauty of football is you can be out of it for 3 quarters, like A&T has been, but be in it right with 2 plays left at the end zone here. Got to tackle. The underneath is going to be available. You have to tackle.
Aggies will be at William & Mary next time out. White fires towards the end zone, had a man, but the Black Bears recover to swat it out of play. They close the gap as Amonte Jones was open briefly in the end zone.
Folk makes a great play on the football, breaks on it at the right time.
I've held off on the player of the game, Jack, just because it's so close here.
No doubt, which is fair.
Be ready right after this final play if this is it.
Now that play only took out 5 seconds now, from 11 to 6.
This should be the final play. White to the end zone, and it's going to go out of the end zone. No time left on the clock, and that will do it. The Black Bears hold on here at Alphon Stadium
This is the end
as
of the
they
ball
defeat
game.
North Carolina A&T 37-30 to pick up their first win of the season. Maine is now 1-4 overall. They're 1-1 in conference play. And it's the same ledger for the Aggies as well. Jack, who's your player of the game? Brought to you by Bangor Savings Bank.
Player of the game could have went a couple different directions. I am going to pick the quarterback, Carter Peavy, just because this was a game that he needed. It was a performance that he needed after just having a brutal first 4 games, 20 of 27 for 298 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 0 fumbles. A great game for Peavy. He got him to that 37-point mark. That was enough cushion to win this game. He is our player of the game tonight.
All right, congrats to Carter and the Black Bears. Carter Peavy, our Bangor Savings Bank player of the game. Bangor Savings Bank, believe in you, we do.
And Jim, what matters right now is obviously there's some frustration by letting him back in the game, but this right here, this is what matters. You're singing the Stein song at the end of a ball game with a win under your belt. You take them how you can get them. Make the adjustments, make the corrections in the film room. But for right now, it's about this scene right here, singing the Stein song.
Maine marching band now placed off to our left as we look down on Morris Fields, and they are playing the Stein song, and the Black Bear players, cheerleaders, some of the coaches, and Bananas are dancing with joy here after this one here tonight. Was not a work of art. Certainly the Black Bears didn't play as well in the second half as they did in the first half, but they do prevail and pick up the win. And as Jack said, just good to see that kind of scene after a Maine football game here at Alphon Stadium, especially after the major disappointment in the home opener against Stonehill, losing that one 13-10.
Exactly, and it's very hard to win a football game in general. So you were very excited about getting this win. You're going to make the corrections. Obviously, the finish was not what you wanted. They were 2 for 3 on our keys. They started fast, they passed the ball, but did not play a full 60 minutes. But at the end of the day, you got the win. It's hard to win football games, as you can see with A&T, Coach. You know, for A&T, what an effort to come back.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing where early mistakes cost them, where they're in it at the end, where if you go back and maybe make a couple corrections from their first half, just like you make a couple corrections, you know, from the Black Bears end of third quarter, beginning of fourth, it's a different ball game. So that is the beauty of football. You got 2 plays at the end, and it decided it then. So, and you got to give the Black Bears credit. Responded to adversity. You find yourself in that situation, you can go one of 2 ways. You can feel sorry for yourself and let the game slip even further and let them tie it, or maybe even give them the opportunity to go for 2 and win the game. But they fought back. They showed resiliency with their backs against the wall there defensively. It's a win. It's a win for the Black Bears, and that's definitely good to see if you're a Black Bear fan, and especially for this Black Bear program.
This is the Black Bears post-game show presented by Bangor Savings Bank. At Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. We're here to support your goals, your journey, and what matters most to you. Visit Bangor.com or stop by to experience banking with heart. Bangor Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Again, Allison Willett, our sideline reporter, standing by. She'll be talking with the victorious coach, Jordan Stevens, here in just a moment, as the coach reacts to the first win for the Black Bears in 7 games. Coach has made his way over to Allison, and let's send it down on the field. Here's Coach Stevens with Allison Willett.
Thanks, Jim. Coach, congratulations on the win. Talk to me about what impressed you out there and how everything came together for a win.
Yeah, I thought we were aggressive all game. You know, it didn't pay off at times, but other times, you know, we just want to send a message to our team and our players. Yeah, we have no fear of failure. We're going to compete. Made it too close at the end, you know, so don't love the way we finished, but overall, you know, we needed this as a team, you know, to get a win and, you know, go 1-0 this week.
And Coach, you talk a lot about discipline and execution. What did you see out there tonight that you want to carry through this team's identity going forward?
Yeah, I thought we ran the ball really well, and we continue to do that. You know, I thought defensively played really well the first half, and, you know, all the things that are going to be what we need to do down the stretch. We're going to play a tough team next week in conference, so we have to continue to eliminate the mistakes in the second half. Anytime we got scored on, I think there was penalties involved. So got to continue to play disciplined football so we can control, where we're going and how the outcome ends.
We got to get
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Allison, and congrats to Coach Stevens and the Black Bears for the victory here today by a final score of 37-30, and hopefully the Black Bears can build off this one. I'm sure North Carolina A&T can build off it as well as they finish strong in this ball game against the Black Bears after making the long trek. But Maine wins out here on their home turf to improve to 1-4 on the season, now 1-1 in conference play. Jack, thank you for your fine work.
Hey, thank you as well, Jim. Great being up here. Can't wait to do it again in about a month.
In 1 month, 4 weeks. We'll be back here at Alphon Stadium. Thanks to our crew here on the Black Bears Sports Network. Outstanding job, and the Black Bears and Bananas are going to take a W home tonight. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Jim Churchill saying good evening from Alphon Stadium. Once again, your final score, 37-30. Black Bears get the victory on the Black Bears Sports Network from Van Wagner.